Guys, I made myself sad. I made myself sad when I was setting up the intro for today's stream. What was once meeting a new friend became saying goodbye to an old guardian. Tarako saved the world single-handedly. We gotta get him back. We gotta get him back. Oh, I can't bear to look at this anymore. Let's go ahead and start. So, Age of Calamity. We're in the post game, starting now. If that wasn't already clear, sorry if you somehow stumbled upon this video in the YouTube archive and you haven't watched the rest. Yeah, there's a big old number on the thumbnail for a reason. Let's get our amiibo cards today. Let's get some more stuff. Okay, I'm gonna be very, very surprised if Age of Calamity has special items that you get when you scan these, because today I'm scanning the Mario Sports Superstars amiibo cards. Yeah, I keep finding more and more esoteric amiibos to scan, so let's go ahead and get them. First one. They're cards, so they came in booster packs and everything. They have different characters, different sports. This one is Mario Soccer. Let's go. Cricket? Cricket isn't exactly soccer. But again, it's just enough of a stretch that I'm like, maybe they did think of it. Alright, next one. Rosalina golf ball. If I get a star fragment from this, that's just gonna add so much more doubt in my mind. I'm already insane from wondering whether or not it actually matters. Okay, fish. Just a bunch of fish. What you see in Smash, Rosalina flops around like a fish. No. Next one, Birdo baseball. Of course, I'm saving the best for last. You can only scan 5 a day. Courser bee honey. I do need more of that. That's nice. And a little bit of horse riding. Wah, Luigi. Number 4. Here we go. Blue Nightshade, Stealthrin Shout. See, this is how I know it actually doesn't matter, because it would show like garlic or something, or I'd get like the Master Tennis Racket. And finally, last but not least, of course,
next level game!
Tennis Daisy. Yeah, whatever. Let's go! So we're in the post game. I actually haven't had a chance to play since last time. I will say I'm a little disappointed that the title screen is still all dark and somber. So that's how it's gonna be then. That's how the rest of the game is gonna... the title screen is gonna be for the rest of forever. I had the same problem with like Resident Evil 4, right? When you beat the game, the title screen turns from that epic shot of Leon and Ashley to a little panoramic view of the first village. It's a cool reward, but I miss the art. Alright, okay, so we're in the post game.
For once, you've done well.
We're focusing on restoring Tarako to his former glory. Humpty Dumpty sat on that wall, and he fell off of it. Now, all of Princess Zelda's horses and men need to put him back together again. Can we do it? Ooh. The materials we need today are Sizzlefin Trout, Chill Shroom. Doesn't look like we can buy them from anything. You know what? I'm not gonna focus too hard on it right now. I'm just gonna go like, okay, this mission has the items I need, right? Because it's pinging. So let's go ahead and do it. Since we're now in the post game, I was using characters such as Koga and Sidon and whatnot, because I asked at the beginning. I asked before the last mission, like, is this the last story mission? And people said no. I'm like, I probably should have clarified, is that the last story mission before the post game? And it ended up being. I would have used different characters if that was the case. Either way,
Warrior can do.
I'll take this opportunity to use characters that I've been meaning to put more effort into. Taba was a big one. I didn't want to look like a fool. I didn't want to look like a dang fool using characters I didn't know how to play for the later stages of the game. But now it's just chill time, you know? Let's level them up. Ash Moment, how you doing? You're getting spoiled like right now, though. Thanks for coming on by. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. We didn't do much right now. We're in the post game of Age of Calamity, and we scanned some amiibo cards. Of course, we had to have Tennis Daisy. Of course. Yeah. And we're doing good. We're leveling up some characters. Of course, being a Warriors game, there's just tons and tons of them. I'm gonna try to get them at least somewhat to parity with my other peoples, because this next mission has a little bit of a level requirement. You know what? I'll bring him up to where Mr. Oldman is, and we'll use both of them. Let's hope we're not too underpowered. I see the enemies that we're fighting. I'm not super confident, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I have a Blood Moon level. One of the shops is pinging. Oh, this one is. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Twig. And yeah, that actually, I saw that while I was farming some money right after last stream. I kind of wish that it happened on stream though. There's Blood Moon levels now. It might have happened last stream. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Ooh.
It's like the Trickster Comets in the Mario Galaxies. It's just like a hard mode. Let's see what level that is. Do I have a Blood Moon on? I do. Road to the Ancient Lab 62. I mean, I've done this mission enough times that I think I can get through, even though I'm a little underleveled. Let me just add on a little bit of defense up. Damage for enemies -5.
Eager to dig in.
I love the idea that the king is so excited to eat peasant food. I thought this said holy crepe. I'm gonna start saying that from now on. Holy crepe! And I don't have enough wheat for this one? Let's get that real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Erish is deciding between buying Ghost of Tsushima and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, think about it this way. Which one? They're both excellent games. I can't personally say for Ghost of Tsushima, but again, I've said before, like, everybody I've talked to who's played it just absolutely loves it. And from what I hear, it takes a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild. So if you love that game, you're gonna love Ghosts. But that's me speaking from other people talking. Here's what I'm gonna say. Do you want the game that lasts longer, or do you want the game that
I am eager to dig in.
is like the anticipated RPG of the year that... Well, basically, do you want Final Fantasy VII, or do you want the game that lasts longer? Because only you can really say if you really want Final Fantasy VII more or less. I will say, it very much surprised me. Final Fantasy VII Remake did.
Wow, that's good.
Like, it somehow captures the feeling of Final Fantasy VII as a turn-based game, but in its, in the new age of pseudo action RPGs that Square Enix is so happy to make these days.
Sure.
I know there's a lot of people that miss the old style of RPG, but the old game will still exist if you want that game specifically. Just mod it up, it'll still look good. Yeah. Let's try that Blood Moon. Oh, okay. So the title screen was because there was a Blood Moon. So, I'm just hoping that the Blood Moon isn't all the time now. But it's good that there's a visual indication. I actually like that a lot. I've been thinking about this. If I had a game of the year, it might be Final Fantasy VII Remake. But it's more like all the games that came out this year, none of them particularly amazed and wowed me 110%. I will say Final Fantasy VII Remake got there. Just a pleasant surprise, The Guardian may come after us. We must leave. Oh, it is very red. You know how red it is? It's so red I can see it. Oh, yeah. Alright, the story's the same as the last time we played this level, so I'm gonna try to hold myself from reading all the dialogue out loud. You guys don't even know. This was one of the only missions to have a certain, I think, fish as one of the battlefield materials, so I've done this specific one so many times. Have I never used Taba Stasis? I guess not. I didn't know you had to aim it. Further proof that I need to use him a little bit more. I was talking with Origination. Now that he's gotten a further bit in Age of Calamity as well. Here we go. It's interesting. There's like a big difference in the characters we like to use. He likes to use Riju, and I'm like, Riju just zip zooms all over the place. How can you control her? But as far as I'm concerned, that's just a testament to how much there is something for everybody, you know? Yeah. But Harris is definitely gonna get Yakuza. As far as Game of the Year, I'm gonna say the closest thing so far is actually Yakuza Like a Dragon. Not because it does anything particularly new with the genre, but just because it subverts so many tropes of the genre. I hold off on saying it's Game of the Year material because I know a lot of the things it does, it's just stuff that's been in the Yakuza series. I just haven't played it really up until now. But I'm liking it. It's new to me. It's new to me and I'm loving it. This is that one mission where we're escorting Zelda all the way across. So as much as I want to just head on over to the key enemies, what's gonna happen is Zelda is gonna get stuck on a moblin. Like a piece of Velcro sticking itself to a jacket in your closet, ripping a hole in it. And you gotta spend your entire morning with a sewing kit fixing it before you leave, because it's your only good jacket, because you live in California. And if you don't leave with that jacket, then you just freeze because you're not prepared for cold weather. I've been there, done that. Yeah. Taba is good. Now that I'm actually able to play Taba a little bit more, and of course now that I've gotten some of his combos off stream, look at this. Look at him. He's zooming all over the place. I'm liking him. I'm liking him. You like Taba's combos better than Rivali's? I'd say the strength of Rivali is more his versatility than anything. The fact that his...
That did the trick.
Oh, this is so weird that the king is here in this early mission. The fact that you can use that all of Rivali's different combos very easily. There's a big like window of time between each weak attack that you know exactly when to press the strong attack. That's what I tend to like in the characters, the fact that they have a toolkit, you know? But I'm sure every character has ways of dealing with, say, Taluses and Hinoxes and Moblins. I just need to learn them more. So far, I'm not sure if the enemy AI is any different. Looks like they might attack more often than usual. And of course, it seems like they have a little more health. Specific first world California problems. We've gone beyond first world problems. Grizzly Bear State problems. I had to stop myself from reading Impa's dialogue. Impa, please. Like, now that we're in the post game and I've seen the main story. Oh wait, we can't kill this yet. Alright, I'm out. Stop looking at it. Yeah. Run! Ah. Dodge them. Do not engage the Guardian. Oh man. Now what I'm gonna do with this ring. And now that we've played the entire main story, it makes sense that Impa's main concern is being Zelda's personal bodyguard, you know? I wish she had a little bit more of a personality. Like, let's go deeper into the fact that she's Pura's sister. Let's talk about their relationship. I don't know if you can unlock Pura. I don't remember if she had a 3D model, but it surprised me that you couldn't play as her in the story up until now. I was so excited to, too. Maybe the only reason, besides a lack of time, that I haven't actually done, like, fan art of this game yet. I've been wanting to. I've been wanting to get back into art. I've been inspired seeing a lot of friends buying new tablets. Both Harish, Moment, and Lemmycat got a new one recently. Skip that. It just makes me think how much I'm not using my current one. It's one of those ones that have a monitor built in. I'm just using it as my monitor for reading chat. There are more Guardians nearby! Yes, there are. We about to go get one. Alright, King, you go on upper Guardian duty. I'll take this one. You get the one behind me. I can't do that. I'm not Falco.
Yeah.
I'm not really much other birds in the Star Fox lore, are there? You find Rivali difficult to use. I will say he has a lot more window to get hurt by enemy attacks. So I'd say the mastery in using him comes from knowing when and in what situations to fly up into the air. What moves will combo into flying up into the air / landing on the ground from the air. That way it plays a lot smoother. He's definitely not a character that just looks good from... Well, he does look good from mashing, but he looks even better when you have a strategy in mind. That being said, if it wasn't for the fact that Rivali was already like 20 levels above Teba by the time I got Teba, I probably would have switched to Teba as soon as I got him. Let's go! I do need to farm a little more of the Luzalfos, that's why I was killing them. Yo, yo, yo! Ow! It's super effective! Whoa! Hit by lightning! Look at this! Taba's strong attacks.
This'll ruffle some feathers. That did the trick.
If Rivali could have seen them while he was still but a young lad in training, I bet that would make Rivali feel a lot more inadequate.
This'll do it.
Humble him. Make him humble! Do 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 do. There's an interesting thing about Pura and Impa you learn in a side mission. I did the side mission where Impa has to defeat all the Guardians that Pura accidentally activated. There was some fun dialogue there. I don't remember any specifics about it. But I do like that they showed off their character interaction a little bit more. Colgate Calamity, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Da, 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 da. Unique action. Rivali? Oh yeah, it's very important to use the unique action with Rivali, the flight. That's like the crux of his character. His ground combos suck butt. Like if you're only using Rivali on the ground, then of course he's gonna suck. I have no idea how to use this ice. There we go. Looks like I just missed my window. Hey, hey. You gotta pay more attention in the hard mode, in the Blood Moon mode. The enemies attack way more often. I like it though, it's more chances to flurry rush.
Listen to it.
Oh! Just so close. Yeah. You find out Puro's the older sister. Yeah. I think that might have been mentioned somewhere in Breath of the Wild. I remember when I heard that, it wasn't very surprising, but maybe I just thought I knew that. I knew they were sisters. I guess it might have been revealed that Pura is the older one, even though she acts like such a child. Well, you know, that destiny gets self-fulfilled when it comes to Breath of the Wild. Turns yourself back into a wee little babu. Wonderful! The attacks are having an effect! You know what else I need to do? I need to actually go back into these missions and find more Koroks. I hadn't prioritized it because I didn't really need to upgrade to Hestu. But if we are actually going and doing 100% of the missions, at least that's my eventual goal, then I definitely want to make sure I get some more. Can anybody in chat tell me, do you need to find all the Koroks to finish all the missions in the game? Or do you get a surplus? And then maybe like a useless little trophy reward for getting them all, like Breath of the Wild. Used to not get Riju. I still don't get Riju. Like, the reason I don't use Riju is not because she's not powerful, because she is, but I need to learn how to control her, like, moving around up and down and all around with Patricia the best sand sealed, you know? So it definitely makes sense. I need to spend a little bit more time. Yeah, if you're just coming on in, we beat the main story of the game last time we streamed this, so today we're doing the post game, trying to do whatever we can to resurrect the poor egg boy, Terako. Show off. The king of flair, more like. Yo,
Like so.
like so.
Something.
Your attacks are uncontrollable.
I see.
That would be the crux of the issue. You do? Oh, okay. That does make sense. You need all the Korok droppings for the end game. Well, we'll get them eventually. I absolutely will have to follow a guide. If anybody out there found all the Koroks in Breath of the Wild without following a guide, they're the real gamers. Real pro gamers out here. Everyone else is fake, including me. Including myself. I don't know if there's anybody out there that that did it without a guide, though. Maybe the people who wrote the guide, but even then, I suspect what they did was follow everybody else's guides that were incomplete. The age of the internet. Look at the king, flaunting the fact that he's got his paraglider. Bet you would like this paraglider, Link. And this
Your Majesty.
warm doublet. Oh, so nice. Hui! Hee hee hee. Dodge the last second, it makes you look cooler. Some seeds are hidden within challenges. Yeah, I actually did get some of the missions I did. They had like little mystery rewards, and then once I actually turned them in, Korok seeds. So I do like that they don't make you find every single one. That being said, the first time that we got that... Ooh,
I am ready.
I am ready.
This shall not stop.
The first time we got the ability to see how many Korok seeds are in each mission, it made me feel woefully inadequate. Like, oh, I found like 3 Koroks here. That must be all of them. Mission info says 6. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not like Breath of the Wild where you have the leniency to explore at your own pace. And also have that little mask that shakes whenever Korok's near. Maybe you do get that, but I don't know yet.
Not yet.
Here we go. I will say big props to Nintendo. The first time Zelda officially gets voice acting in anything besides the cartoon. Ooh. And it's not absolutely terrible. It's... I know people have problems with certain characters, but you know what? I'm from the era where you got stuff like Resident Evil Classic. Stop! Don't open that door! Watch out! It's a monster! We can just ascribe Zelda's fake British accent to, we'll just pretend that's the Hylian accent, you know? Yeah. You didn't know it the first time around. Yeah, I didn't either. I already did a mission that told us. I really do. I'm right there with you. I like to find things out myself through the course of the game. Because then you get those little surprises, you know? So Sapphire, what's up? How you doing? Welcome on in. Hope you've had a good day. We're doing the post-game for Age of Calamity today. Making use of characters we never really had a chance to before. Sell all of these, I don't need them. Anything that's just like +3, +4%. Because I know now that at this point in the game I'm getting weapons that give you like +12, +13%. Let's go. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well as well. Got more sleep than usual. I got a whole 7 hours. Don't worry about it. No, but yeah, I'm actually forcing myself to sleep earlier these days. I've got one of those smart outlets, smart lights, and I set it to schedule the light to turn off at 1:30 a.m. Like, of course I defy it. But that sends a signal to my brain, like, okay, time to start thinking about going to bed, you know? Yeah. Thanked we got pizza for dinner. Ooh, what did everybody else have for dinner too? What toppings did you get? I've been eating some interesting leftovers for dinner. Over the weekend, we got some Indonesian food. And it always surprises me how similar Indonesian food and Malaysian food is. Oh, hold on. Yeah, look at that. The music's all nice now. Ooh, wait, does that mean if I go back to the title screen, we get a nice little happy daytime? Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, now it's actually a calm, serene nighttime. Ah. Now this will put me in the mood to sleep. Let me tell you what. Yeah. You get pepperoni pizza. Nice. For dinner I had some leftover Indonesian food. It's like this little bundle that's wrapped in a banana leaf of rice, Indonesian curry, really spicy beef, little bit of I don't know what to call it in English, but it's a type of, my parents always called it like Filipino spinach, but I was surprised to see it in Indonesian cuisine, but it does make sense to me. It's like this leaf that, it's a bit crunchier than spinach, and it's not quite bok choy. It's a little stringier than bok choy, but that's why I like it, because it doesn't like get fibers stuck in your teeth or anything like that. It's just like crunch on that leaf, baby. It's so good. So good. Do. Did you make the pizza, Thank Twig? Pepperoni. Here's a tip. Here's a tip if you're not the best at cooking or you're just feeling a little lazy. What you can do is you can get fixins to make pizza.
Yeah.
Like, just get some cheese that you can sprinkle on, some marinara sauce, some tortillas. You don't even need actual pizza dough, just need some tortillas. And you know what's really cheap and easy? Just straight up pepperonis, already pre-sliced. Or meatballs. Just put them on there, pop it in the oven for a little bit. Easy.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow! Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Oh.
I wonder when we'll see the day that Nintendo actually goes full voice acting for every character, NPC, even outside of cutscenes. It's a little dangerous. It's a little dangerous. That's one thing I actually don't like too much about modern day AAA games. Talking to an NPC just takes so long because they're fully voiced and everything. When I was a kid, it's just like, stuff my beak. Like, you go to Kakariko Village and Link to the Past, right? And then you just, you talk to the guy selling bottles on the magic carpet. And he's like, buy one bottle, 50 rupees. Okay, got it, done.
Wow, that's good.
Don't need to hear somebody's entire backstory just to talk to them. It's got its pros and cons, but call me old-fashioned. May you send a lonk. All right, let me permit you, Harish. I don't know about keeping that link filter on there, but hey, this is Zelda. Of course there's gonna be links. Cold yet calm Ice's dog wanted to be let out. Aw. Well, I hope your dog is doing well as well. We love puppies here on the stream. Puppies and doggos of all ages. Yeah. Is this what you had for dinner, Harish? What is this? Beef rendak. Oh, that looks fantastic. What is that vegetable? Hold on. Ooh, ooh. Like, this is a professional picture, clearly, but man. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. You just know the spices are just peppered to perfection. Did I have that? No, I don't. I forgot what it was called.
That way?
The thing is, when I ordered it from the rest, ow, I got stepped on. Ah!
Quit it!
I am Taba, Rito Warrior, protector of the skies. I have dedicated myself to not getting stepped on.
Gotta watch out. These variants of the Hinoxes do more attacks than the regular ones. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it's hard to tell when what I ordered because it was sold as a little bundle. Ayah! But maybe. Malaysian food and Indonesian food ends up being pretty similar because both countries are right next to each other. The reason that they're close to Filipino food is they're just like a boat ride away, technically. I'm not surprised if, like, centuries and centuries ago, people either came from the Philippines to Malaysia, Indonesia, or vice versa, and they just, like, stayed there, intermingled with the local people, share their culture, you know? Even though the body of water separating them is the ocean, all it takes is, like, one dude getting lost on a boat back in the olden days before we had navigation on the high seas. Alright, I actually have to pay attention. And then, you know, you can't exactly go back. You don't know where home is. You were just on a boat. You find yourself in a strange land. All you can do is survive, you know? Da-da-da-da. Got him! Not getting Decepticon is a good goal. Depends on who you ask. But generally, it's a good one. Oh, yo! Oh! I can't see! I'm not gonna say it's a fault of the game, but sometimes the camera just is... it's a bit much in this game. I almost want to say, just don't use any of the bird people when it comes to indoor areas or areas that are a bit cramped. Wait a minute! Ivy, chicken stream or chicken stream? I'd say it's a chicken stream. Welcome to the chicken coop, Ivy. Grab a nest, get comfy, and enjoy the emotes. We're fighting a big old lion man as a bird. Little did you know, I'm actually in the game. What? You see the lion? He did a little two-step. Teaching me to dance, and let's tango, baby! Ayah, ayah! Alright, let's do this the easy way. Yeah! 10 out of 10. Thanks for the 10 months, I appreciate it. Enjoy the emotes, and hope you're doing good. Doing anything cool in Animal Crossing lately? I actually launched it for the first time since October, like, this morning. My friend actually asked me for the street lamp that I have. Because she has green ones and I have white ones. And in order to fulfill her winter wonderland dreams, she needed the white ones to go with all the snow. I gladly obliged. I was gonna send them over, but there was maintenance today. Harris is gonna lurk. Enjoy the lurk. And I see you got Yakuza. Enjoy it. Let me know if you're gonna stream it. Mr. Harris moment. Give yourself a shout out. Also, by the way, if you're gonna stream Yakuza, I would love to have somebody else to compare my experience to. Yeah, half the time limit. I'll tell you what. See, now I don't know if Taba's combos are amazing looking, but I don't know if they're the best for taking on one-on-one enemies like the Lionel. Because you do more damage by doing, you know... making use of the stagger, flurry rushes and all that. Like, this does do damage, but it's not really enough to make the time limit. At least I don't feel like it. I meant to do this one. Special attack.
That did the trick.
This third combo is good. Does it especially take care of stagger? It's one of my favorites, though.
Come on. Like he.
We're almost out of time, so let's do this the cheesy way. And...
Die.
get hacked!
Could have gone worse.
Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. What next? Ice Guardian? Water Blight Ganon. Close enough. Alrighty. Water Blight Ganon. That's not even the right Ganon for this region. That's how you know we've got it easy peasy. A little bit of thunder. What I find interesting is that even though Teba doesn't have an explicit flight mode like Rivali, when you're in the middle of a combo, you can't use the rods, just like when Rivali's in flight. So I guess maybe they actually are implemented the same way, it's just you don't fly, like, explicitly. The ZR is actually just...
Listen to it.
oh, yo!
Losing.
Shooting an arrow. Come on, come on!
Listen to it.
He's close enough to stagger for a bomb, and we got him.
Get lost.
Yeah, his third combo is my favorite. The way he just holds the bow in his talons.
Shot.
Do the birds have large talons? What in Sam Hill are you talking about? The birds, do they have large talons? Eat this! Eat chicken. It's good for you. Wait a minute. Whoa.
Cool it.
Cool it, bucko. It is interesting that all the different characters use Cryonis differently. As I've said before many times, it's just not the handiest thing in the world. Ooh. When it doesn't actually stagger their attack. Ride the wind, bullseye! Woo!
Shot.
We need to make a tier list. A tier list of the puns that each character makes when you use one of the Sheikah runes. Because I can only hear shocking so many times. To be fair, Teba says shocked. Tier list for their one-liners, maybe? Ah!
Like heat.
We also need a tier list for their getting hurt by ice and electricity and fire attacks. Too hot! My feathers! I like Teba's use of Sheikah runes for the bomb and the stasis, the way you have to aim them, because it fits with his whole bow and arrow thing. They're kind of how I expected Rivali to use his stuff. They did a good job making each one feel unique. Despite the fact they both use bows and arrows. Ah, okay.
Try Ken.
Yes, please.
Catch.
I don't think Teba's Matt Mercer, is he? There's no way. Kinda sounds like it, though. Once you play enough video games that have come out in the past few years, you just start to think everybody's Matt Mercer, to be completely fair. Sprint, what's up? Also, by the way, if I didn't say, hope you're doing good, sir. How's your weekend? And what did you have for dinner? Oh! We were talking about Indonesian, Malaysian food, how it's very similar to Filipino food. And also how to make your own pizza. We're already good. We're already good. The monk is fun. The monk is very fun. I stopped using him when we got the Great Fairy, though. And I stopped using the Great Fairy when we got the future champion likes. I'd say that's my biggest regret in this game. That it's really hard to decide what characters you want to use. Unless you just stick with just one. And I don't want to stick with just one. There's so many. They made so much work. They did so much work, like making each character feel super unique.
Excellent.
Victory is ours. Let's bask in this triumph.
So, you know, post-game is my opportunity to watch them all shine bright like a diamondo. Yeah. Yeah, right now we're giving Teba his day. I might switch to Yunobo, of all people, because we literally did not use him until last stream. And we just did his one training mission, that was it. I feel really bad, because he's actually pretty okay. He's actually really good. It's really just Daruk that I don't like as much. Sadly enough. Sadly enough. You know what this game is doing? This game is fulfilling my desire to play as all the different races of Hyrule that I haven't really felt ever since Majora's Mask. Back then you had Zora Link, Goron Link, Deku Link. Now we're just straight up, here, have a Korok. Here, have a Sheikah Monk. Here, have a Yiga Clan captain member, man. So good. An eye for weapons available. Let's do it.
Well done, my friend.
You're alerting because you're sore. Oof. Get some good rest, sir. What happened? Your dog messed you up. Uh-oh. Your dogs can be quite handfuls. Especially Sokka, the new one. But I hope it's not anything too bad. Hope you can get some plenty of rest. Just sit back and lurk and relax. You know, have a chill stream. Winged Escort. Here we go. This is good. This is good that I'm taking care of the missions that force you to use Teba anyway. Like, yeah, sure. He's definitely high enough level. Gotta do my daily shopping runs though. Grocery shopping. Hey. You don't like how tall the Great Fairy model is. I made the mistake of using the Great Fairy for several indoor missions. You can see it. Basically one of the first missions that take place in the castle. I think it's this one specifically. The minute you take the Great Fairy in, like, you see nothing. She blocks everything. You know, she's just that grand. There's a reason they call her the Great Fairy, because she's just so great.
Goron Spirit.
I'm not gonna do this one anytime soon, because you have to use Daruk and Yunobo. Oh, Sean Chiplock voices both Teba and Revali? That's interesting. I knew he was Revali and the Great Deku Tree. I didn't know he was a third character. That's cool.
All right. Link, are you ready to hear what happened 100 years ago?
Kuro Inuku, thank you for the follow. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You know why you're over leveled. You clear everything before moving forward. Yeah, that's what I asked last time. But also you're using basically one character. I'm trying to switch back and forth between as many as possible. Or at least like a select few. I did the same thing because I was saving story for on stream, you know? Anti-ice and lightning training. We'll do that one next.
Oh.
Like, from a purely time-saving standpoint, it probably is the most optimal to level up one character and then just buy everybody's level up. But then I feel like I don't get enough practice with the other characters, you know? Again, the reason that I kept using Revali even when we got Teba. I'm glad I gave Koga a chance, though. quickly became one of my new favorites. Da, da, da.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
I do wish there was a way to put a lot of food items onto a buy list. Or like, when you're in the cooking menu and you've got a recipe you're just short of, say, like 5 goat butters, and the game knows that they're available from the shop, there's just a button to buy them, you know? Like say, oh, it'll cost this much. What is this? The Yiga clan's latest scheme to buy up every single mighty banana in all of Hyrule. Needless to say, such a massive shopping spree will cost them an awful lot of rupees. This has got to be one of those missions that actually give me back the money, right? There's no way. There's no way I'll be left with like 20 rupees. The numbers were limited. The Yiga managed to buy every last mighty banana in all the land. Oh. Oh. Oops. Well, all the more reason to do other levels then. Let's go. Winged escort. I'm really just out of money. It's okay, we'll get much more. Especially if we do rupees,
Ready to stuff my
cooking
face.
effects, and rupees. Wonderful.
That's good.
Kamusta? Ah, mabuti. I'm doing pretty good. Playing the post game. We're doing everything we can, making our way slowly but surely to reviving the one true egg, the one true itlog, Tamago the Terraco. Oh, I miss him every day. I miss him every loading screen. He's not here anymore. I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do but wait. It makes the loading screens that much more unbearable. Da 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 da. Now you're using 3 characters: Link, Rivali, and Sidon. Good choices. Definitely in the 3 I ended up using when I beat the game.
You'll be escorting me to Rita Village, huh? Much obliged.
Not me immediately trying to attack the Hyrule captain I'm supposed to escort.
Advance very carefully. We wouldn't want our guests to be injured, would we?
What are you talking to, Kaiba? Oh, Rivali's here. Watch and learn. Never mind, that's who. I'm the first Filipino you found. Well, you know, I bet they're around. It's fun. When I was, you know, first coming up with my name, I wanted something that people could get only if they are in the know. Only if they like pretty good food. Chicken adobo, delicious, masarap, yum yum. Yeah, welcome on into the stream. We do like our food over here today. Every day. The one warning I will give to anybody who's new to the stream: do not come here if you are hungry, because you will become even hungrier. I will say. Or sell the ManokAdobo. That's me! If you're new to the stream, I've made all my art assets, avatars, emotes all myself. And I did kind of base myself on the Kuko sprite from Zelda Link to the Past.
Just stop.
Just stop!
Stuck.
Yep. Die, Moblin! If I had a little bit more money, well, even more now so that I've spent it all on bananas.
Could have gone worse.
Man, now I feel like a Yiga Clan member. What could go wrong buying all these bananas? We'll make some delicious fried turon. No way it can possibly go wrong. If I had just a little bit more money, I'd try to refactor the Master Sword into something better at collecting materials.
Frozen.
I didn't really pay attention that much to what I gave each weapon as I was fusing them when the game first started. I was pretty ignorant to how weapon fusion works in a Musou game overall. Now I know. I didn't realize it was pretty late that you get the ability to undo or just remove
That did the trick.
abilities, you know? Tabo, just fly right above the ice. You don't have to stand on it. Oh, no. I'm frozen chicken. Chicken tendies. Next to the burgers in the freezer aisle.
Quit it.
So this is one case where if I was Rivali, I'd know exactly what move could get the Chalice killed really easily. Rivali's fourth in-flight combo attack generates a tornado
Get lost.
with a hitbox that's large enough to just spam the rock on the head of the Talus. And is, to date, the combo that I found to be the fastest at taking down Taluses. Oh! Where's the rock? Get over here. Dwayne Johnson! Dwayne Johnson! Da-da-da. Banana bread, though. You're right, Common. You're right. What's up, Common Rider? How you doing? How's anime night going? Is it a good one? Hope you had a good day today. And how was Splinter Cell earlier as well? One of Mipha's combos makes a water spout. Ooh! I need to keep that in mind. I do need to learn a little bit more of Mipha's combos. If I put her into my Magic the Gathering deck, it's only fair that I actually give her a chance. Da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da.
That's a tough act to follow, but we'll do our best.
Andros won't have his way with me. Wonderful! Your dad eats pan de sal in bread. Why is he eating in bed? Why is he eating bread in bed? He's gonna get crumbs everywhere. You want ants? That's how you get ants. You know, I was playing a little bit of Breath of the Wild the other day, and I came across a group of Taluses. The mini ones. I forgot what they're called. The small ones, like the ones I just killed right now. And I was so confused why I couldn't just attack them. I'm like, oh right, you have to use bombs. After playing this game, I get a little messed up. I just expect it to be the combat from this game. I wonder if I'd like the next Breath of the Wild game, or even the next Zelda game, to just straight up have combat like the Muso games. Because this one does a good job of being a Muso game that's like Breath of the Wild.
Could have gone worse.
I'm wondering if they put a little bit more of that fast-paced combat in to the Breath of the Wild sequel, for instance. I know the combat is one thing that a lot of people, when the game first came out, was disappointed in. Which surprised me. Surprised me a lot. Like, I play Zelda games, like, expecting the combat to be a certain way. Because when you think about it, at least before Breath of the Wild, the combat in Zelda hasn't really changed since Ocarina all that much. Like, you got parries in Wind Waker, finishing moves in Twilight Princess, but for the most part, it's just, yep, swing sword until dead.
Feeling stuck?
If it's Skyward Sword, swing sword in certain direction. What I did like about Breath of the Wild combat is that you could intermingle it with, say, the bombs, the elements around you, setting fire to the world, coming in from above with the...
Feeling stuck?
Oh, that's how you use the stasis. Coming in from above by jumping off your horse, stuff like that. Not necessarily feeling like any individual combo did a lot of damage.
Feathers. That did the trick.
Maybe if certain weapons played like Muso, I'd like it. Dun 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 dun. Input so strong, she killed the frame rate though. Same thing with Urbosa. Although, can you blame her? With all that lightning zapping around.
This'll ruffle some feathers. That did the trick.
Peblets, Peblets. That sounds familiar. I think you're right, thank Twig. Something Pebble-like, at least.
This'll ruffle some feathers. That did the trick.
Kamen Rider's been playing a lot of stealth games recently. Ha, Metal Gear. Not Metal Gear, but Splinter Cell. It's very interesting looking at the differences between Metal Gear and Splinter Cell, because Metal Gear is pretty much the only one I know. A lot more emphasis on shadow and stuff. Makes you nostalgic of the days where you played the game co-op with a friend. Co-op, not exactly a thing that's easy to do these days. But even more reason to look into, what is it, that one service. That one service that lets you play co-op games online. Especially if it's on PC. Parsec, that's the one. I swear, one of these days, I'll get it to work on my Switch. Because there's a way, you just have to buy like an adapter thing. It's a little pricey, but I almost feel like it's worth it at this point. Ow! What? Oh! I don't remember fighting Lynels with 2 swords in Breath of the Wild. I might have... Did they invent this for Hyrule Warriors? If so, that's really cool. I like that the Lynels, at least with all the other weapons, match animation patterns from Breath of the Wild. I was able to recognize them. I think that's what a Breath of the Wild sequel could do with more enemy variations and just more enemy types overall. If I personally had any complaints about the combat, I guess it would be that. Again, I prefer the strategy of Breath of the Wild's, fights. But it would have been cool to have more enemies to use the strategy against. You think King Rome's the strongest? I've only used him a little bit because you get him so late in the game, but so far he seemed pretty strong. I think the strength of Warriors games is that you can pick any character that you already like, either because of their personality or just how they look. And for the most part, you can be good with them. Honestly, one of the reasons I didn't use Impa as much because she kinda lacked as much personality as pretty much anyone else. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean I want her to have more personality. Just she doesn't get a chance to really show it off. King has that whole tragic hero going on. How he sacrificed himself to make sure Zelda and Link were able to carry on the fight against Ganon. Obviously, that changes a little bit in this one, but he had good intentions. He was fully ready to give himself up and then meet Link 100 years later in order to give him a warm doublet and a baked apple. From what I can tell, King with the Disguise does more faster attacks, but they do a little less damage, right? I think if you do the math, the DPS is higher, though. King's just great all around, honestly. Don't Lynels have 2 swords in the olden 2D days? It's hard to tell, but I think you're right. Yeah, don't they have like 2 little dagger swords? As much as you could represent a sword in an 8-bit sprite back then. Yeah. Oh, that's cool then. Harkening back. I feel like Koei Tecmo with their Warriors games is to any IP as guest characters. No, as Sakurai is to guest characters in Smash. You can tell they do the research. You can tell they pull from even the most esoteric games in order to build not just references, but the foundation of how these characters act and play. That level of respect, it just has to be recognized. Hell yeah. Impa is a ninja. Koga is also a ninja. He's just a little less competent. Hee hee. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Uh-oh. Some more blood moons. If it's another older level, I might do it right now. Ooh. The level where you get Urbosa? Yes, please. It's funny. Oh yeah, it's funny that she shows up in the list. You get her during this mission, but it's not exactly the same as choosing her right. Speaking of powerful ladies, here's another Magic the Gathering card that I put in my commander deck recently. And mind you, this is 100% official art. Magic the Gathering going all in, trying to appeal to the audiences across the ocean. Because you know, there's all those Japanese trading card games that are super popular over there and make a lot of money. Was it I think there's a game called Waishni, not the member of chat Waishni, but there's a game called Waishni or something like that. Weiss something. And there's a bunch of there's also a card game I have some cards of. It's like it has lots and lots of different IPs that cross over, and you can technically fight, say, Dragon Ball characters versus, I don't know, Love Live characters. I forget what that one's called. I think I have a card over here. It has Persona 4 characters on it. Here we go. I've got. Oh look, it's Nato. Weiss Schwartz, not Waishni. I'm thinking too much of the. I'm thinking too much of the chat member. If only was here to see. If only he was here to hear my follies. Weiss Schwartz. Trainer Gina, thanks for the lurk. But here, let me fetch the English version of the card. I bought it earlier, as you can see. I bought the Japanese version because, you know, you just gotta have the animus. I gotta go 100% weeb. Narset Parter Veils. The cool thing about this card, each opponent can't draw more than one card each turn. And you know what? I've got cards in my deck that say, everybody draws an extra card at the beginning of their turn. I got several cards that say that. So you combine these two, it's like I get all the benefit. And everybody hates me just that little bit more. She's got another ability, but from what I hear, nobody even uses it. And only 3 mana too. Very cheap. Very cheap. Da-da. You play Yu-Gi-Oh! For your anime trading card game fix. As did I back in, when I was in middle school even. The game has gotten very different from where it was way back when, I will tell you that. Let's do special attack charge rate. King can have, ooh, 56. Good weapons, good weapons. I do wish other characters had costumes too. Like silly costumes. I want everybody to be able to wear, say, the Gerudo Vine outfit. Because why not? Da da da. Da da da.
Wow, that's good. Agreed.
I recently tried to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I looked at how many different mechanics got added. I'm like, what's going on? What is a pendulum summon? What is an Xyz summon? What is everything? I ended up looking into deck lists and found like a type of deck that was really good at
The Gerudo lived
searching
in a
up.
settlement.
Out of here, King. It's
For
okay.
her
I know the story
exceptional
already.
Strength and her ability to harness lightning. With her
It
power,
was really good at comboing out, searching for the next creature. It's like you get one creature out, and then you do something that turns it into a bigger creature, and then again and again and again, and then you just pull out your best stuff immediately. And then they immediately changed the rules of the game because that strategy was too good, apparently. And they made it so you can only special summon in a certain way. I can't even describe it. It's just... I can't be in Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. I can't. Their approach to power creep is just make even more broken cards, and then they're just so good that nobody uses the old broken cards anymore. I like the way that Magic does it. Every so often they drop the power level back down just a little bit. The blood moon rises once again. What am I? What are you? What is anything? I'm having an existential crisis over here. It's so funny to think that this is Master Koga in disguise right now. The fake Urbosa. Like, you gotta imagine, does Koga just like to disguise himself as a girl for fun? With like 100% accurate disguising? Is that how he spends his weekends? You know, it gets lonely in the Yiga Den. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Funnily enough, that was one of the reasons I tried to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Links, I would say, did a very, very good approach when it first came out. They only started with a very small, curated set of cards, and were very, very careful anytime they added more to keep the card set curated and not too powerful. And there's also the fact that you can't just buy cards like you can in real life. You actually have to get them from booster packs. On the one hand, it sucks because you're at the mercy of RNG, just how they want you to do it. But on the other hand, it's nostalgic, because that's what you did as a kid. You didn't go to the store to buy specific single cards. You just opened a booster pack, and if something looked cool, you built a deck around it. And even though the game's like, the rules say you have to have at least 40 cards, you know, everybody just ran everything that looked decent. And you end up with 100 card decks. Those were the days. They only have one copy of each. And you had like, maybe, you took out Pot of Greed because it's like, why would I want a card that just draws cards when I can have a card that I actually want? Wow, what a terrible card. No. How foolish we were. How foolish we were.
I play Pot of Greed. It allows me to draw 2 cards.
I put 2 cards face down for later. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate game system. That's what Kaiba is saying to all the peons who can't afford to play Cyberpunk on the PS5. Like, Kaiba, not everybody can afford a new console. Sheesh. Kaiba does not even understand the value. What do you mean? How can you not have a PS5? They modeled it after me! Anybody who can't afford one clearly doesn't deserve to play. Kaiba! Kaiba! Jeez! This is why I like King Rome. He's perfectly okay with like eating peasant food. He doesn't think high and mighty of himself. He's a good king. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Kuroniku also plays Force of Will. I've heard of the card game Force of Will. I've only heard of it because anytime I search for the magic card named Force of Will, I end up accidentally searching for the card game Force of Will. How is it? What is that game? That's all I really know about it. The fact that it's the same name as a Magic the Gathering card. It's a card I have, by the way. They've taken the bait. Now attack! I'm gonna switch to the king for this one. Okay. Didn't mean to dodge, but I'll take it.
Split like so.
Easy. I know their patterns too well now. When they teleport like that, they're gonna use the move that gets countered by bomb. I automatically went for it. Keep an eye on Zelda's house. Zelda's here? Alright, gotta go. It's a mix of Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! That sounds good, actually. I like that. I'll say the one complaint I have about Magic, they've gotten pretty greedy over the past few years. I recently got back into it after not playing since 2015. That's the story of why I'm talking about that right now. They printed a whole lot of good stuff. A whole lot of good stuff since I stopped. almost exclusively for Commander. Let me tell you, the Commander format for Magic is a breath of fresh air. It was invented in response to people like buying expensive cards and making way too powerful strategies.
Could have gone worse.
The rules are like exactly simulating how we made decks back in the day. You're only allowed to have one copy of each card, and your deck has to be 100 cards. That's exactly what I was saying. That's how we built cards back in the day. You just put in whatever looks strong. And to have an entire format that revolves around that, and it's also multiplayer. But yeah, they recently released a set called Commander Legends, which is a bunch of cards just for the format, and like, I gotta admit, it got me back in.
Part of the cards!
Pause. Excuse my adolescent voice cracking, apparently. It's the fountain of youth. You just gotta turn back into a teenager. I've perfected whatever it was that Pura applied to herself in Breath of the Wild. Now I am slowly turning back into an egg. How you doing, Falcon? Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Would you like to also become a nerd? Nerd out with us? Talk about whatever collectible card game tickles your fancy? Don't lie, I know you've played at least one in your life. I know, you're just that kind of person. AKA a nerd, but that's good. We like nerds here. We stand nerds. Da, 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 da.
Could have gone worse.
Ooh, are the Christmas emote modifications out live? I love it. Soul Sapphire, that looks amazing. It's a reindeer cat with a gun.
To me!
The gates are open. Everyone to Gerudo Town. Da, 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 da. If I go into the pause menu, I can check what characters I have on my side, which strong enemies are on the field. It also tells you where they are. Yeah. I've been seeing that on the menu too. I'm just literally not looking because I'm reading chat. That's all. Like, I've done this mission before. This is part of the story. I know what you're supposed to do. I'm just not. Do 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 do. Capture the outpost. You know a friend who played Yu-Gi-Oh! You can't remember much though. That was the game back then. You know what's really weird?
That did the trick.
Having learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! From the video games, it isn't that weird. But I played back when it started. Here's the thing about Duel Monsters. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime wasn't originally about Duel Monsters, right? It was about a boy who found this ancient puzzle, transformed him into this eviler, taller, sexier, dark version of himself, which somehow is also the same height. It is really weird when you look at official art of, say, Yami Yugi standing next to Joey, because he's still Yugi's height. That's canonically how Yami Yugi works. He doesn't actually get taller, he just gets more confident looking. And like maybe the camera pans a little bit lower. But anyway, like, it used to be a show about a kid playing games that are where the stakes are a matter of life and death, whether that's Tamagotchis or playing poker, making up a game on the spot. Like, you have to grab this thing off the table before a pendulum chops your arm off. And then one episode they started doing Duel Monsters, and the whole anime became that. And that's the thing. Because the show wasn't originally about that, they didn't really establish the rules of the game.
That did the trick.
And a lot of the video games that came out, say for the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Color is the one I played the most. I think it was like Dark Duel Stories is what it was called. They made up their own rules. They had like, oh, dark creatures automatically kill light creatures, and shadow creatures are automatically kill dark creatures. Like, they used the same monsters from the show, but the rules did not match at all. Just the fact that there were life points, you summon the monsters, that's the only thing that kept. When I tried to apply those rules in the real card game, my friends were like, where did you get that? That's not a real thing, that's not a rule. Your monster has 300 attack, therefore it just dies. Too bad. So sad. Oops. Playing the game of stab the money on top of your hand. If you stab too deep, you stab your hand. I would love a what if anime or manga. I guess... No, yeah. I would love a what if that goes over what would happen if... What would the show have been like if they never went into Duel Monsters? Like, make an OVA. I'd love to see it. Heck, I'll help fund it to happen. I have a lot of shock gauge on Nervosa now. Look at that. Because I doubled it. Oh, yo. Doo-doo-doo. There's a lot of different tabs in the pause screen. I could probably learn to make more use of it. I have looked at all this. I like that you get a little log. Ooh. Oh, I definitely wish I saw this earlier. Up until now, I've been like, okay, what character is this? What character is this? What character is this? I didn't know there was a menu over here that just straight up told you. Lesson in UI design. Maybe that could have been combined into this view. You can see what spoils you got so far. Oh, and it shows you what quest you're working on. That's nice. That's super nice. Korinuku has a 60-card control deck, and Forza will. Counter stuff you attack, counter stuff you attack. That sounds like how I used to play Magic the Gathering. I used to play white and blue. Those are the colors of cards that just tell your opponent to stop having fun. Yeah, I stopped playing those cards because people stopped playing with me. These days, I'm more of a blue-green player. Wait a minute! Thanks for the chicken attack. Oh, yeah, you play Magic the Gathering. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I used to be white-blue, and then I realized that people didn't want to play with me anymore. So, yeah, in the interest of having friends, I've kind of switched over the years. I think mostly right now I play blue-green. At least that's the colors of my commander deck. Green to just ramp up mana, be able to cast spells, and then blue to do weird, silly stuff, like take extra turns, or not necessarily counter, but maybe redirect spells. I love redirect effects. They're just so dumb. Like, hey, you want to put giant growth +3/+3 power on your monster? No, you're doing it on my monster, actually. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's way more fun than just countering it. Especially in a game of Commander that's multiplayer. It starts getting like, hey, you know, I can save you. You want me to do that? For maybe like a future favor. Stuff like that makes Commander super fun. Yeah, Kamen Rider, those early Yu-Gi-Oh games. They were made before the card game had an actual set of rules, and it's really weird because they came out after the card game came out in America. They did come out in Japan before the card game was a thing. Just one of the consequences of having been localized after the game became popular in the US. Head towards the targeted position. Should I try to go for the Molduga? I could. Who needs to farm bananas? I want to farm bananas. I was doing a little bit of that off stream. And I just spent all my money on bananas earlier today in the stream. So now I need to farm some more. Soul Sapphire's heading to bed. Have a good night, Soul. Thanks for coming on by. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a good night. You like the spoils that helps when you're farming.
Of course.
I do like when sounds of battle might ring loud enough. Boom! I do like that if you have a mission on track, it tells you the exact moment you've collected enough materials for it. Like, so-and-so is now available. It's so nice. Look at the style and the grace. Why is Urbosa such a queen, dude? You get 800 bananas every time you do Koga's training. That's a lot. That's a lot of monies. Heck yeah.
yours!
This chicken does need to farm bananas. Banana stuffed chicken. Haven't heard of such a dish, but I'm sure it could work. Ah, Molduga! I'm gonna try to fight it. There's no time limit. Let's see if I can. Honestly, Moldugas aren't that dangerous. The only real attack that they have is that one where they charge at you and you counter with the Cryonis. Otherwise, they don't do much. The enemy is losing momentum. How about I farm some monster parts? Come on, come on. You like being the Yiga's fool? No? Then show them the might of the Gerudo! Does it not attack you? Oh, okay. That was weird.
Of course.
Colonel. Well. Avoid fighting the Molduga. I don't even know if it lets you. I was told that you could, but maybe you can't. I've never actually tried fighting it in this mission. I have confirmed. I see right there. They still have not fixed Urbosa having a missing polygon on her right hip. Not that I was looking, you know, and just... It's there. It's there. I look respectfully. Calm down, Urbosa. Jeez. You can. Okay. I'm not gonna. I didn't want to cooperate. It did the only thing that can get me to stop fighting it. It made me bored. Taking advantage of my short attention span. Capture the Mania outpost. Let's see. Taba is... Okay, everyone is just really far from these ones. We'll try to send them off preemptively. Let's go. You just have to initiate combat. I mean, I was slashing it. I don't know what else is initiating combat with it. It just didn't want to fight. I was cutting it all over its back, and it's like, that tickles. It takes some effort to provoke it. I see. I guess in this mission specifically, so people don't accidentally just die. Oh, this area. Ow. This is that area where the king is, has that one mission. Using a special to provoke it? Well, too late now. I just wanted to see. There's nothing special if you defeat the Molduga in this mission specifically, is there? Because otherwise, I'd probably spend more time farming it in like a Molduga specific mission. Take flight! Urbosa will praise you? I don't deserve Urbosa's praise. I am but a lowly chicken. I must humbly decline. King!
I'm your guy. Rome. Of course. Of course.
King Rome!
Forward.
The old Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules were popular enough for them to continue making rules based on them. Oh? Dark Souls Stories was the fourth Yu-Gi-Oh! Game in Japan? Wait, did it actually come out after Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game was a thing? 7 or 8. Sacred cards, Resha for Destruction. I seem to remember I had Resha for Destruction. It taught me the word Reshef. I still don't know what Reshef means. I seem to remember Reshef at least following the regular card rules. Reshef. Oh no wait, is Reshef another Game Boy Color game or is it a Game Boy Advance game? I just remember buying the Game Boy Advance games and having those little promo cards. I really wish I knew where those were. I looked up how much they go for. Quite a bit now. Quite a bit. Those were GBA. Okay.
You! Looks like I have no choice but to wreck you myself!
No, Master Koga, you will not. As much as you will try, you will not. I have seen the future. The future is me being surprised at how he survives 100 years in the Breath of the Wild. I mean, maybe Yigas have long lifespans, but I don't know if he's in shape enough to last 100 years. Where's Koga? He's Obadiah.
Understood.
Urbosa!
Taba.
Yeah!
Nice charge, dum-dum. He's got a dumb belly. I was recently reminded of all the internal dialogue Link has in Breath of the Wild. Or like his responses to all the yes-no questions. Link in Breath of the Wild has so much personality. Like you come up to, say, like, an NPC training in the high mountains. He's like, what you doing? You come across a kid. You talk to him and he goes, boom, boom, bam! One of your dialogue options is bam, boom! And then this guy's Yigas. Those have some of Link's best responses ever. One of the Yigas go like, isn't Master Koga the greatest? Oh, I just love his belly. And that is actual dialogue, by the way. Link just goes, he's got a dumb belly. It's so dumb. I don't know. Shoutouts to the Nintendo localization team. Treehouse or not, they did a good job with Breath of the Wild. Say what you will about anything that Breath of the Wild might have removed from Zelda. Giving Link a personality was the best thing they did to Link. Like, if they're gonna take away the ability to name him and make him an avatar of yourself, then yes, make him a person. There we go.
Listen to it.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Shadowy Jack, what's up? You had a chicken sandwich ad. Most impressive. Oh, you know, I try. I try. Good thing the algorithm is learning. Thank you for providing me with your ad data. I will use this very responsibly, and I promise not to sell it. Sacred Cards was a retelling of Battle City. Sacred Cards and Game Boy Advance. Okay. I need to look into what Game Boy Advance games were, because I think after Worldwide Edition, they kind of all used the same engine, which was just regular Yu-Gi-Oh games. I think one day I definitely want to do a Yu-Gi-Oh game, like, well, super stream. I'll just like get a pack of all the different Yu-Gi-Oh games I can have. I'll show off Dark Duel Stories. I'll show off that PS1 one. I forgot what it's called, but I have a copy of it. I'll show off Forbidden Duels, something? Duels of the Roses too. Like, it's come a long way to be sure. You're serving up nothing. A whole lot of hurt. You get defected from the Sheikah, you'd think they'd have the same lifespan.
Well,
True. The oldest example of a Sheikah we have is, say, Impa. Grown old after those 100 years. But she did age. She did grow old. I'm surprised Master Koga is basically the same after 100 years. The only explanation I can really think of is that he's a descendant. Like Koga Jr., who grew up like with the exact same diet. You're certain he's a descendant. It's the only explanation that makes sense to me. How you doing, Origination? How was your stream, by the way? How you doing? How was more of a Crash Bandicooto? I'll tell you, those costumes that you got for Coco were Crash Bandicooto. Oh! His clones! Okay, silly. Time to smack. Smack. Why can't I do this when I'm playing as him? Just straight up make a copy. I know some moves are like, oh, he punches himself. I want to make an actual copy that fights alongside. We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Card games. We're talking about card games. You know what I want? You know what I want? I want to buy that Gundam motorcycle so I can make use of my new Magic the Gathering card deck and then play card games on motorcycles. It is the only way. What? Stop! Ow! Oh, he rolls on a field position too. It's so sad. I have to use every ounce of my self-control to not use Koga this stream. I'm using Teba right now, if you couldn't tell. We're trying to get some practice with the characters I have not been playing as this whole game. Now that we're in the post-game, you know? Oh? Koga is probably a title. What's up, Nuiki? How you doing? Welcome on in today. Hope you're doing good. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I pretty much spent it just souping up my Magic the Gathering deck, which is how we got into this whole conversation. How are you doing? How was your weekend, everyone? Speaking of cards, what's this? I know I am a card, but you know, I'm just a humble chicken. That's who I am. Origination had a fun time with Crash. The rage leaked out at the end, but it was overall fun. Overall. That's Crash for you. That's Crash for you. I can only hope it was rage-inducing in the same way retro games usually are. In the way that you can conceivably blame yourself for your own mistakes. But then also blame the game in the moment and then throw your controller at the wall and create a dent. Ba-boom! Let's go! Come off it! Oh yo! Easy! Whoa! It's a pretty good whoa. I did grow up with some Crash Bandicoot, if I do say so myself. It's just been so long since I played Crash Bandicoot Warped. That was the only one I played. Oh, oops. If you want to post a link, you gotta ask for a permit first. Hold on, let me give you that. Yeah. Yeah. Force of Will. I would like to see what a Force of Will card looks like. Would you say it's on the whole more or less balanced than Magic the Gathering? We already know Yu-Gi-Oh's not balanced, so I don't even need to ask about that one. I don't even need to. You know what is nice about Yu-Gi-Oh not being a very balanced game? Like, I'm sure in the grand scheme of things, it's balanced to a high power level, yes. And the meta in the current tournament scene has stabilized itself to the point where sure, people can win in 1-2 turns, but they don't always win in 1-2 turns. I like card games that last a little bit longer than that. Just a little bit. Maybe at least 3, please. I want to have at least one exchange of, okay, starting turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, and then maybe you can win. I don't want it to be like, my turn, your turn, oops, instant combo, done. I feel like that's the minimum for a card game to not be ridiculous. I have definitely seen a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, card game replays, where they just do, like, a play-by-play of what happens. Like, oh, I got every single monster on at once, and then they all attack your life points directly. Wow, I haven't even gotten to play yet. It's like Exodia, except more embarrassing to the losing player. It's not just a set of cards that say you lose, it's a set of cards that were specifically crafted and put together in the deck to make you lose. And that's what feels so much worse about it. I mean, it's cool that the combos exist. And I am very impressed that people found them. But yeah. Now let's see. Let's take a look at this Force of Will card. I'm gonna try to examine what it looks like. So, for context, here is a Magic the Gathering card. And here's a Force of Will card. Which one is weebier? Which one is weebier? I can't read it. It's pretty blurry. Percival, the Seeker of Holy Grail. I like it. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. You may put a Regalia or Knight of the Round Table from among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. And on Enter the Battlefield. I like that it's got, like, a specific Enter the Battlefield kind of symbol thing. Banish this card. Prevent all damage that'll be dealt. Okay, okay. How do I tell how strong it is? It's got defense 200, and I'm assuming the attack is under your thumb. Yeah. It's funny to me that a Magic the Gathering monster is like, if it's over 3, it's strong. Meanwhile, we got, if it's over 2,000 in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's strong. You get 200, 300 in Force of Will. They're just numbers. What do they mean? What do the numbers mean, Mason? I'm gonna buy some mushrooms.
Hi.
The latest Yugi versus Kaiba duel. What do you mean the latest? What do you mean does the anime? The anime doesn't currently have Yugi and Kaiba, does it? Because I watched the movie. And it kind of ends with... Okay, so they don't say this, but it kind of ends with Kaiba launching himself into the Earth from space, and it's implied that he launches himself straight to the to the underworld so he can duel Yami Yugi in death. He just launches himself into the he basically Yeah, no. Kaiba is so obsessed with Yugi that he follows him to the afterlife. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. The voice actors duel. The voice actors play the game. Okay. I don't know if they have like powerful decks or anything like that, but sounds cool. Kaiba like synchro what?
Reached my peak.
Just give me Blue Eyes White Dragon this, Blue Eyes White Dragon that. Here's what Kaiba would do. Like he sees the official Duel Monsters Rule Committee ban cards and like create new cards for a certain power level. You're telling me that Blue Eyes White Dragon isn't competitive anymore? Screw the rules! Print new cards! Print a new fusion for Blue Eyes that I invent myself, that only I can use, because I have the only 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in existence. Create some sort of new cyber robot fusion of Blue Eyes and make it have 1,000,000 attack. What do you mean you can't do that? I got enough money to make it happen. That's what he does. He just puts like $100 bill face down on the battlefield and it becomes the new version of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Direct money summoning. Talk about a costly summon cost. Dun, dun, dun. What other character have we not used in a while? How much money do we have? 3,000. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. Let's do Riju and Yunobo. Yeah, Riju and Yunobo. So I'll bring him back up to 50. We'll use them in the next battle, whatever that is. Shadowy Jack redeemed the card park. Wait a minute. Alright, okay. Well, open a Magic the Gathering card pack. Speaking of, for those of you who may have missed the past few streams, I may have gotten a booster box because I am irresponsible with money. And rather than open them all up at once and weep at how much money I've lost, I'm going to open them live on stream, one by one, every time somebody redeems a pack. and we can all cry together. So you can hear the rapper. I don't have a webcam. You're just gonna have to pretend that you see it. Ripping it open now, and let's see. Let's see. Kaiba's deck is actually the top archetype in 2018. Right, didn't they print, like, actual Konami? Didn't they print a whole bunch of Blue Eye support? Alright, commons. I'm just gonna read the names. If anybody recognizes something, like, call it out. But then we're gonna skip straight to good cards right after that. Skinbrand Goblin. Crushing Vines. Divest. Deathhood Cobra. Iron Bully. Fairy Mechanist. Gleaming Barrier. Glint Sleeve Artisan. Thopter Engineer. Rush of Knowledge. Pyrewild Shaman. Alright, first rare. Kragenwick Cremator. It's red, 2 and red, creature Giant Shaman. When it enters the battlefield, discard a card at random. If you discard a creature card this way, Kragenwick Cremator deals damage equal to the card's power to target player or planeswalker. I hate that red keeps getting the discard at random effect. It is never useful because you need to know what cards you're gonna have after you make a play. You spend X amount of money on a JPEG. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Alright, okay. Maybe there's another good card behind here, because we still got another rare. What's nice is these each have 2 rares and foils. You zoned out. You only heard Skinbrand Goblin and Rush of Knowledge. Well, I did not get Rush of Knowledge. I did get Crushing Vines. Walking Ballista. Artifact creature, construct. It costs X and X. So 2 times whatever amount you choose for X. Okay. It enters the battlefield with X, 1/1 counters on it. It's a 0/0. And you can pay 4 to put a counter on it. If you remove a counter, it deals 1 damage. That's not the greatest, because I know there's a card that's straight up. It costs X, and it gets XX as its power and toughness. Alright. We got a foil common and a foil common. A foil common rider. Yeah, baby! Next time we'll get the good stuff. Were both of my rares red? No, it was red and artifact. It always feels like red has disappointing rares. Why is that? Is it because red is the color of being simple? Just deal... build big creature, do big damage. Ugga booga booga. Oh well. Let's defend the castle. No, that costs... That's too high of a level requirement. Let's do... King's Escort. Yeah, that'll be a good one. We'll leave it up to little Unobo. His weapon is Rock Roast? Wait a minute.
When push comes to shove, I can do it.
I didn't realize that. His weapon is Rock Meat. Oh yeah, I wanna slap people with a rock drumstick. Why have I never known this before? Because I never used them. Well, now he's got his moment.
It's a feast.
Let's get experience up and money up. Rough Gem, what's up? Welcome on in. You caught us in the middle of opening a Magic the Gathering card pack. Thank you, Shadowy Jack, for the redemption. Unfortunately, no money today, as far as I can tell. I didn't look them up, but I don't think these cards are worth a lot. Last time we looked out, we got a card that's, we got a foil rare that ended up being worth like $20-something. Pretty good. It just surprised me a little bit because when I looked out the price, it said $100. That was for the original printing. That one was Ensnaring Bridge. Or something Bridge. It was a card that says enemy creatures with power greater than the cards in your hand can't attack. So definitely very valuable for a format that's in multiplayer like Commander.
Right.
Like, hey everybody, you fight on my terms. I've decided we have a peaceful Magic the Gathering event. You know, we're just gonna handle this diplomatically. No fight. No fighting. Good, right?
Take this.
You could just banish Kaiba's monsters. So I meant to talk about this, but the cool thing about Yu-Gi-Oh being super powerful right now and out of control is that the pre-made decks, everybody knows that the pre-made starter decks and whatnot, by virtue of being, you know, the gateway to you buying booster packs, they can't be that good. But because the power level is so high, they can make pre-constructed decks that look absolutely amazing.
We did it.
Around the time the movie came out, there was this triple set where you could get a pre-made Yugi deck, a pre-made Kaiba deck, and a pre-made Joey deck, all in one big old, like, golden chest-looking box. And the decks were absolutely crazy from what I knew what Yu-Gi-Oh played like. Like, they came with combos and Xyz summons and fusions and whatnot up the wazoo. The Yugi deck was straight up an Exodia deck, and it was really good at trying to get all the pieces as fast as possible. It had cards that specifically say, hey, look for a piece of Exodia. Just go get the next one. Hope you win. The Kaiba deck had like a million, it had 3 blue eyes, of course. It had blue eyes, some sort of version of Ultimate Dragon that didn't require polymerization. And then you could just summon it if you had blue eyes in your hand.
It's over.
And then other dragons that have like 3,000, 4,000 attack. Kid me would have gone into absolutely wild. That stuff's legal now? It's not, it actually is not his turn. The decks actually aren't tournament legal. But the fact those cards exist now, like it ain't no thing, part of pre-constructed decks, I would never have imagined. Stop it. I like that. I actually really do like playing as Yunobo. I wish I gave him a chance.
Extra hot.
Extra hot! Aren't you a Goron? Shouldn't you be immune to fire? And the Joey deck was actually the most standard of them all, but it was still really good.
It's extra hot.
It had Red Eyes Black Dragon in it, but besides that, I didn't really know what made it a Joey deck. Hold on, we got a raid, and I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Point is, you get really good value out of 3 pre-constructed Yu-Gi-Oh decks, and I would have loved to have that as a kid. We got a raid for Retro. Kamen Rider, thanks for shouting out for Retro. For Retro, thanks for the raid. How are you doing, sir? How's everybody? Welcome to Age of Calamity. We're in the post-game, so if you are wary of Age of Calamity spoilers, there are kind of a couple of spoilers on screen right now, so don't look too hard. Don't look too hard. Hope the stream went well. What were you playing?
It's extra hot.
Give me a second. I'm trying not to die.
Take this.
Well, Retro, what's up? Down amazing. Hello. Welcome. Rough-Gen, thanks for the chicken attack. Synchros. Those are definitely Yu-Gi-Oh's things. Those are definitely things. Rome, where'd you go? I'm supposed to be escorting the king. He's going off without me. I don't think he needs my help. Honestly? Yeah, Calamity's going great. Oh, no. Woo! Retro Raid, you were playing Alice Madness Returns. How was that? I've seen people play that game, and I've heard it's good. Definitely a pretty dark game. I would have imagined you were playing a Christmas game. I know you were playing Grinch the other day. That's something I really want to. I've been holding off on that. I'm thinking of what Christmas games to play, and that's been on my list. Definitely want to check that one twice.
It's over.
And let me tell you, that game is not nice. It's naughty. Yeah. Alice is pretty good so far. First time playing it. It's a platformer. You didn't expect that. You're super happy. I'd be happy too. From what I've seen, I've only seen people just kind of like walk around. In just the 2D plane. So I'm glad it actually has platforming elements. I am dying. Hail! Freeze! It was so clever. So clever. actually kind of wasted that a little bit.
You're not going to like this!
I just like seeing the mining. Oh, good. The stagger gauge stays. Am I fighting two at once? Okay, don't tell me a third one's gonna spawn. It's totally gonna spawn, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna do what I can, try to get both of them at once. We got a fire and ice. Get thunder out here.
Jolt!
Eon. Not really a Christmas game, just wanted to play it. Fair enough. Ooh. Fair enough. Well, hope you've been having a good time. In general, hope you've been well. I had a pretty relaxing weekend, just focusing on what I can add to my Magic the Gathering deck. That's why we're talking about cards.
Here we go. The Rook's protection is now ready. The roll face.
Now that I remember, Yunobo's action should be pressing ZR to charge up protection. So let me get that on. It powers up your attack, oddly enough. I'll take it, I'll take it. It's just not exactly protection, is it? Woo! Woo! Ah! Pretty good!
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I need to catch up on chat because I realize I haven't been reading it all that closely, and I apologize. Yeah. Modern Joey deck, not that fun. Ooh, I gotta take this one easy. Running a bit low on health. Poof! Yep. Planted bombs right underneath the keister. He's definitely not gonna feel that in the morning. Spin! I'll play it safe, dodge way earlier than usual. I don't get the flurry rush, but at least I live. Freeze it. Good. Don't underestimate. Don't be sleeping on casting stasis while the enemy's in stagger. It does extend it.
Take this!
Offensive defense. Yunobo bringing a whole new meaning to the best. The best defense is a good offense. He took it literally. Oh! Do I have a Discord? Yeah, type ! Discord if you want to see it. Ow! Oh, I don't like it.
I'll try!
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it looks like his stasis doesn't have a big range. I'm just gonna leave. I'm peacing out. King Rome's got plenty of health. That's not gonna work. No, don't cast it. Oh, we got backup. Chicken attack coming on in hot. Look at that. It was a fire chicken. Must have been a phoenix. Thank you for the assist, damn amazing. It was just what I needed. Just what I needed.
Yeah.
2 out of 2. Good. We got 20 seconds. King Rome, walk faster. You literally have 15 seconds to make it up there. Into the temple. Don't tell me I'm gonna run out of time. Rome. Hightail it. Light a fire under your butt. Let's go.
Yes, these enemies are well and truly beaten. I give you my thanks.
There was literally no threat anymore. That would have sucked if I ran out of time. Look at that. 6 seconds to spare. Despair! Oh. Yeah. On the Grinch. That is definitely a PS1 game. Playable on PS3, P360, PC. Wait, are we talking about Alice or Grinch? I think we're talking about Alice. There's a lot of games that kind of got left behind on the PS3 and Xbox 360. It's pretty sad. I've kind of been following emulation. PS3 emulation is proceeding swimmingly. You can actually run Metal Gear Solid 4. I found a video of somebody running it on a computer that's basically the same specs as mine. It's not full speed, but it's almost there. Like some areas run at 30, some areas run at 20 something. But it's super exciting, super exciting. Someday I might be able to stream it off PC instead of my PS3. Alice, yeah. That's one of those. I bet it runs pretty well in the emulator. Wait a minute. He hated that mission because of the timer panic. It just goes to show, pick a character that has better DPS for missions that you know require timers. Remage. Has it already been 13 months? It feels like just yesterday it was 1 year. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back to the chicken coop. Grab a nest and get comfy. Oof. That is some unlucky rupee counts. How you doing, Rim? Hope you've had a good night so far.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did somebody post a... Remember, you gotta ask for permission to post a link. It only lasts 60 seconds, so you gotta ask for it again. Can we get a permit for Karuniku to post a link? Doing sleepy. I mean, same. Absolutely same. Good job playing that Super Mario 3D World. I would have thought you'd save that until the remake comes out, but you know, if you already have it on Wii U, then not a whole lot of reason to buy it again, I guess. Playing as Toad? I like playing as Toad in Mario 3D World. Like, you don't get the crutch of floating with Peach, but he is the fastest character, so it's just nice to zip around. Lionel Trophy, I gotta defeat some Lionels. You need to verify your account to get into the Discord. A lot of friends have recently encountered issue with their Discord servers. There's a lot of accounts that are bots out there. I'm not saying that you're a bot. I'm just saying you gotta go through the, you know, all the required hoops and whatnot to verify your account. Just make sure you're a real person. Hyrule's greatest warrior. What is there's a new character. Who's that? Oh, I'm curious. I'm doing this one next. And I'm bringing in a character that I know can stack up to that level 63 requirement. Taba's 62. Zelda's 62. I'm actually gonna go ahead and bring in... I just don't feel confident enough with Taba.
Your prince won't let you down.
At the very least, we'll do Sidon for the moral support and that sweet 69 damage. Hee. Gonna buy some food. Yeah. Dun. Might as well stick to it. Well, Remage, I still enjoyed. Hope you had fun. Yeah. Dun. You planned to play it, talked about it the day after they announced it coming to Switch. They listened to ya. Twitch be peeping on all of our streams, seeing what the cool kids are up to, seeing what they want to play. If Nintendo is watching anybody to find out what's popular over here in the Americas, it's definitely got to be Remage. Dishwasher Vampire Smile. I remember you talking about that thing, Twig. I did not believe that was a real game. I look forward to games like that. All those Xbox Live games, they did like a huge push. Back when... 69%, nice. They did a huge push back when.
Yeah.
To encourage more indie developers to make games on the Xbox 360. And we got a lot of cool stuff out of that. I think we got Castle Crashers out of that.
Oh.
And that team ended up making a whole bunch of other games, I think? I might be lying. Looks like I can't buy anything, so let's continue to do some more missions. Any mission that'll give me Lionel hooves. Look at you, give me Lionels? Yes, you will. Apprentice Yunobo. Hey, it's another Yunobo mission. Yeah, let's do this one. Recommended 45. Let's level up Daruk a little bit. Yeah. Do 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 do. Kuroniku's got that Yu-Gi-Oh card. All right. Question of the day. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? What's your favorite card in any collectible card game? Whether it be the Dark Magician, whether it be Shiranui Shogun Saga, whether it be Narset Parter of the Veil's Japanese version, whether it be that one Slowpoke from Pokemon TCG on the Game Boy Color, you know the one, or Imakuni. Oh, I do not. Here's what I don't miss about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That is a just look at the text by itself. That is a wall. Somebody who's been out of the game. You just look at this and you're like, no. You're just like, no. Zombie synchro effect. One zombie type tie tuner for one or more tuner zombies. You can bash one zombie type monster from your graveyard. Card second to the end. The card of the field destroy graveyard. You tear one of your bash zombie type monster with 0 defense graveyard. You can only suffer once per turn. What? I'm sure it's a good card. I barely know what like tuning is and all that synchro. It's like fusion, but not really. It's like a way to summon it by giving up specific monsters. That's what I was talking about. That's the kind of deck that I had, because I looked it up and it seemed to be affordable enough. And then like the cards, they didn't get banned. They just changed the rules so they weren't good anymore. Yeah. Sounds like you're in a... Like, imagine, that's what they'd have to do in the anime if they wanted to actually explain all the rules.
All right, Kaiba. Face my zombie synchro effect monster. By giving up one zombie type tuner or one or more non-tuner zombie type monsters, if the card is special summoned, you can banish one zombie type monster from your graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the banished monster's original attack. Just get on with it, Yugi. I attack your life points. No!
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Oh.
I remember it when it was... Look, when the characters can't even remember what Ponegreed does, I think that card is just a little too complex for the TV show. Looks cool, though. Looks really cool.
It's a feast.
What am I missing? I'm missing melons. See if we can buy some of those. I believe they're sold... here? Yes. Zappy Fireball, welcome on in. How is this game? This game's really good. If you're wary of spoilers, please be warned that I'm in the post game.
Ah.
But I've been enjoying it a lot so far. Yeah, this is honestly what I wanted from this game. Just showing off all the characters from the past interacting with each other. Like, how do they deal with the grandiose reality of war? It's not fun, but it is fun. War isn't fun, but the game is fun. The game is fun. If it's not fun, why bother? In the words of Reggie Fils-Aimé.
I'm starving.
Let's see, I don't really care about the level of Yunobo and Daruk, so I'm just gonna go for more money. Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that's good.
Main Khajiit, what's up? And that's not even half it. Pendulum cards and Link monsters. I think it was Link monsters which made me stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh again. For sure, because I had some pendulum cards, and then Link made it so like you can't special summon unless you Link, or unless you conform to the way Link works. And I'm not talking about Link from Breath of the Wild. So I'm just like, no, you know what? I can't play another game where my cards become useless, even though I've already paid money for them. I'm done with that. I got out of Yu-Gi-Oh! I got back in. They pulled me back in. I got out again. Yeah, thank Twig. I look forward to that game. I might check it out if I ever see a Xbox 360 emulator that performs well enough, or if I get off my butt and set up my Xbox 360. I have it. It's not here at my apartment. It's at my parents' house. But if I ever go get it, I'll set it up. See if I can still buy that game. Yeah. Can only play original Yu-Gi-Oh! Rule set. Honestly, let's just pretend the last 10 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't happen. For Retro is going to advantage to avoid too many spoilers. Oh yeah, definitely. Thanks for the raid again, Full Retro. Can we get another shout out for Full Retro? Guys, go check him out. Plays a lot of retro games, of course, but you know, has his weekly, I believe, PS1 days. Plays a lot of games like the Salmon Max, Telltale trilogies. Just good stuff all around. Absolutely love the style of his stream too. Every BRB is like a commercial break with actual 90s commercials. It's so good. Yeah, go give him a follow.
Let's go!
If you're new to this stream, by the way, my name is Chris. If you can't pronounce ManokAdobo, ow. Cheese it up. Cheese it up, cheese it up, cheese it up, yeah. Oh, what are you punching, Unobo? That is unfair. No hits below the belt. How dare, I never knew he was such a dirty fighter. Da 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 da. Thanks for giving that shout out, Common. Yeah, someday. I still have that Yu-Gi-Oh deck I tried to buy. Like, it was good when I had it. I should see it. I should see if it's still competitive. I can go grab the card. I can go grab him right now. Tell you guys what's in there, and if you ask if you recognize him. I should have been sending Daruk over here. I'm wasting time. Oh, I can't even go that way yet. We did it! I actually helped!
Good one.
You never played Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life. You played the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game with the statues. Statues. Not sure which one that one is. I've never actually played anything besides the Game Boy Advance games. And, you know, Duel Links eventually later. And the PS1 game, but... PS1 game, Forbidden Kingdom? Something like that. It was another one of the ones that didn't quite adhere to the rules that, as, you know, they are in real life. But I did find that at the time it was one of the most accurate. Like, it was mostly the same as regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Just with a little bit of caveats. I'm on a timer. Gotta get going. There's no need to learn new card types. All old cards are viable. All card types are viable now. Oh? Did they change Yu-Gi-Oh! Again? Only Pendulum monsters and Links need Link markers to summon the main monster zone. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, I stopped playing when they said they were going to add that sort of restriction. Link restriction. So I never actually found out what the implications were. Because they never fully explained them until they actually released those cards. Alright guys. After this fight, after this mission, your reward is me going... I know where it is. Grabbing that deck I had. And we'll read off some card names, and you'll tell me if you recognize them. Woo! Origination played the GBA games. At the time they came out, they were super accurate, and they came with actual promo cards. So I liked them. Alright, let's have Daruk head over to the white main Lionel as close as he can get, at least. Woo!
Hooray!
Hooray! But for the most part, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide and whatnot, tournament editions for the Game Boy Advance, they're just standard games. Combos are easy in Yu-Gi-Oh! They are, because they basically straight up print them. In a way, it makes Yu-Gi-Oh! A bit easier to be like, oh, if I want to run a Blue Eyes deck, just buy every card that says the words Blue Eyes White Dragon in it. Oh!
I'm fine!
I'm fine! With Magic, it's like you have to look at what the cards all do and sort of discover all the new stuff, all the synergies. I like doing that. I like the deck building in Magic because of that.
Let's go!
Sprint just finished this mission. Heck yeah.
Like this!
Let's go. You're probably doing it as soon as you get it. I've waited this long because I haven't wanted to use Unobo or Daruk. We're doing okay on time so far. I'm going to try to defeat this Talus before, say, the 7:30 mark. Ah, shoot. I might be able to cheese it. Bombs? Ah, there we go. Summon Skull popping in for a visit. Origination started drawing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, that's awesome. It's definitely a hallmark of my generation. Hey, wait a minute. I wasn't ready for you, Lionel. Jeez. Man's just charged out of his holding cell. I was gonna come to him. All right, okay. He wants a fight, he gets a fight. Wild, dodge this! I didn't dodge it. Thanks for the attempt, though. Oh, yo! It's a hallmark of my generation to start drawing with anime. Like, you know, we all had those how to draw manga books. At least my generation did. Anybody who grew up in the 90s.
I'm sorry.
And you know they weren't actually written by manga artists or anime artists. They were written by just people living in America just trying to cater to that niche market. And you can tell. Because hold on. We interrupt this fight to bring you How to Draw Manga! You look at it now, and you wonder how it was ever a source of truth. Like, I am very sorry to the author. I'm very sorry to Katie Coop. But I know a lot of people who had this exact book. That exact book. Look, that's not by a manga artist. Nope. Look at that Scholastic logo. This is how everybody got it. We had those Scholastic like catalogs, and everyone was tasked with buying at least like 3 books. You know, we had to get one of these. I didn't buy it myself because I had a friend that did, and we shared it. To be fair, there are art tenets that I have, you know, kept with me over the years. Well, it's like the basic stuff, like draw ahead by drawing a circle first, and then draw the guidelines. As far as this style, anime doesn't even look like this anymore. It's so wild. So wild. Tonky Donk had that book. Your friend? Ah! Well, you see. It is just everywhere. It's one of those things, like the Super S. They just come into existence. As far as newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Boral Sword Dragon is a favorite. What does that do? In Age of Calamity, Lionel, find you! In Calamity Hyrule, Lionel, find you. Cry on this! Cry on this! Cry on this! Get down on it! Get down on it! There's a tip for you if you're new to Age of Calamity. The bomb can just eke out that last little pip of stagger damage, so you can get it early. Yunobo, no! What a fool. I don't remember when I switched to Daruk, but okay. Ooh!
Okay, Daru.
No, I don't know, Bo. Scholastic Book Fairs.
Take this.
I wonder if they still exist. I wonder if me, as an adult, can find one of those Scholastic catalogs and actually just order the stuff. Order the books. Because now that I have money, I could. I want to see what they sell. I was one of those kids that instead of buying just the books, we'd also buy, like, the spy kits and the 3D gel grows in water monsters. Anything but actual books, but they counted. Because all the school really cared was, were we fundraising for the school? Yes? Okay, sure. They still do have those? Your mom's a librarian, see if you can get me one. Ooh, is it still by mail order, or can you do it, like, online now? Oh, that means a lot, Great Daruk. Daruk praise. During the Link format, it was a heavily used card. It's very good at OTKs during his powerful effects and pretty decent setup. So you say during the Link format, and was. So the Link thing, are you saying that it's no longer a thing? Is that why things went back to normal? Is that why things became viable again? Again, that's the only real issue I have with Yu-Gi-Oh! They curb power just by straight up changing the rules, and it's a way to do it. It's just you cannot guarantee the value of your deck at all. At all. Barrel plus sword, like Skull's Gunblade, Robot Dragon, Boral Sword Dragon. That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing. That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing. Links are still a thing. Links are not the must-play anymore. Got it. Okay. In that case, I'm okay with having a deck that uses all those synchros and whatever. I just, I'm still a little bit angry at Konami. Does Konami make the calls for how to change Yu-Gi-Oh's rules? If so, then, another reason to be mad at Konami. Besides ruining my favorite franchises like Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill, whatnot. Oh, jeez. You used to subscribe to Mark Crilly. Who is Mark Crilly? Is that another, art tutorial guy thing? Bob Ross style. There are people on Twitch that actually do Bob Ross tutorials, live. It's really cool. I know some people who do them with Mario Paint, which is also really fun. Speaking of Bob Ross, I found out they made Bob Ross Magic the Gathering cards. Obviously they didn't directly get permission from Bob Ross, but they got permission from the estate. It's a little, in my opinion, it's a little bit exploitative. But I can't think of any reason why Bob Ross would have declined for his art to appear on Magic the Gathering cards. It's just hard to tell because, he can't really give direct permission these days. I will say they're very nice cards, but they're releasing them super limited edition and they're super expensive. It's $40 for 10 land cards. So I did not buy them, but it's cool that you can get them if you want them. You can literally get a forest card that has happy little trees on it. Yeah, he was a manga artist. Oh, an actual manga artist. Well, there you go. All right, okay. I'm gonna do the thing I promised. I'll do a very quick BRB while I go get that card deck, and I'll tell you what's in it. Here, you guys can have a chair. Whatever you do, don't post kappas while I'm gone. Okay, I got the deck. I think this is the one. It's in a box. It also has another deck in it, but I recognize some of these cards. It was based on this pre-made pendulum deck that they had, and then what I did was I looked up how to upgrade it. People specifically bought this deck to upgrade it. And okay, here's some cards. Let me just take these BRBs off the screen so nobody gets the wrong idea. We got D/D Savant Kepler. We got D/D Proud Chevalier. D/D Necro Slime. I'm just gonna say DD from now on. DDD Supreme King Kaiser. DDD Proud Ogre. DDD Savant Galilei. A lot of pendulums. Oh, there's so much small text on these. I can't. In my extra deck, I got stuff like Formula Synchron, DDD Cursed King Siegfried, DDD Gust King Alexander. What are even these? DDD Duodon King Kali Yuga. What? Oh, I really like this one over here. This one's silly. Oh, there's also DDD Wave King Caesar. DDD based on scientists. That was what was new around the time I've gotten back into Magic. It was around the time that movie came out and the time that Duel Links first came out. Here's the absolute favorite one of these cards that I have. I don't remember if it came with the deck or if it's something I bought. I think I bought it because it's pretty cheap and it's really funny. Look at this. It's called Formula Synchron. It's a car. It's a car robot. Why? Why do I have this? I remember I specifically bought it. I think like it somehow fuses into something else in here. Oh gosh, that's old. It probably is. It says all the copyrights say 1996. I can't tell when this specific card came out. But the fact that you say old, but to me, whatever a Synchron is, tuner, whatever, is new to me. That tells you how old I am. Look, I was around when Yu-Gi-Oh! Started. All I know is this guy's a car, and he's awesome. And he is awesome. I got a lot of those cards that are based on cards from the movie. They've got gold borders. I got a card called Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. There's a lot of cool stuff here. I can't remember what's good or not. There's just so much text. DDD Flame King Genghis. 2 DD monsters. If another DD monster is special summoned to your field while you control this face-up card, except for during the damage steps you take, target 1 DD monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use this effect of DD Flame King Genghis once per turn. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if the card is its own possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can target 1 Dark Contract card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Why do I want Dark Contract? Dark Contract with the Witch. You can send 1 DD or Dark Confidant card from your hand to your graveyard, target 1 card at the field, destroy it. You can only use this effect, Dark Contract with the Witch, once per turn. All fiend type monsters you control gain 1,000 attack during your opponent's turn only. Once per turn during your standby phase, take 1,000 damage. It's like every card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's worth its salt. It's not allowed to do any less than 3 or 4 things. And that leads to just so much craziness happening. I like it. I'm not complaining. But I am complaining a little bit. DDD is based on Kings and Rulers. It was a combo with Lamia and Kepler. Actually, yeah, I think I had those in here. Let me check. That sounds about right. I remember it comboing out. I'm pretty sure there's DD Lamia in here. Looking through. You know what? There it is. DD Lamia. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can send 1 DD or Dark Contract card from your hand or face up to the field of the graveyard. Except DD Lamia. So it's like a lot of stuff, putting stuff in the graveyard and bringing it back, I think? I think that's the point of the deck. If I was to put it in Magic the Gathering terms, that's a very, it's akin to a lot of the cards in, either green or black. Mostly black. They do like a lot of zombie reanimation stuff. Alrighty. Let's see what else we need to resurrect the egg. DD monsters are based on mythological creatures and scientists like Hellhound, Lamia, Cerberus, and Newton Einstein. Wait, there's an Einstein card? What does DD even stand for? Wait, how did I not get a line? Didn't I beat a Lionel in the last one? Dang. Alright, let's do one we know has Lionel in it. You've got a lot of Lionels. I need a character who has monster drop on their weapons, so I can guarantee it'll drop it. Do anti-ice and lightning. I think Sidon's got a pretty good drop weapon.
Your prince won't let you down.
Battlefield sensor registered. It's a sensor registered material, so I think that'll count. And then let's say
It is my time.
we'll put in
We'll
Riju.
save everyone most certainly.
Monster part drop rate 13. Perfect. And we'll put you in. Yeah. Give me some food that increases drop rates.
It looks delectable.
Money and effect. Perfect.
Marvelous.
It's lovely.
Different dimension. So it's like an alternate universe version of Einstein and whatnot. I like the flavor. What is DDD? Different Dimension Demon? Yu-Gi-Oh, please. Yu-Gi-Oh, please. DDD was played with combos of super long length, pendulum card combos, bring cards back from the grave. It functioned the best with just the pendulum effects. It's just pendulum was like the backup if something goes wrong. I see. That sounds exactly like how I played it. I would never have looked at a bunch of cards if I were to say one thing I like about Magic versus Yu-Gi-Oh! With Yu-Gi-Oh! I would have never come up with this strategy by looking at a bunch of cards in a collection and saying, hey, these work well together. No, you have to specifically like know what kind of cards can come through what effects and specifically put them all together. The result is something super mega powerful, to be sure. But it ends up with cards that like only one card will work in this combo, and the price of that one card will spike to $50 each or something like that. With Magic cards, you look at a bunch of cards like, hey, this card says when you draw a card, get a +1/+1 counter. And this card says when you get a +1/+1 counter, draw a card. Wow. Pretty easy, pretty good. Did you see that, Patricia? They must keep up at all costs. I'm gonna give Riju another chance. I know Origination, you like using Riju. I cannot keep up with how much she slides over the entire battleground. Like, where am I now? I didn't see what... I didn't even see what Sheikah Rune I needed to use against the Moblin because I was just in the air. Full disclaimer to anybody new to the stream. If it ever sounds like I'm complaining, I'm not like angry or sad. I just, I just want to, analyze things as neutrally as possible. What item am I trying to get? Lionel hooves. Or Lionel trophies. It was really weird that I beat a Lionel in the last mission and didn't get one. I would have assumed that you're guaranteed a Lionel trophy if you beat a Lionel. Some deck archetypes are simple and easy to figure out without looking up, and some are not. It is interesting to look at what ends up being powerful in the meta and what doesn't. I mean, to be fair, Magic also has that. It's just a little less necessary. Dun, dun, dun. You should always get a trophy for every enemy you defeat. Maybe there's something special about that one. Like maybe white main Lionels don't count?
Won't stand for it.
Regis Tornado is good. Her slidey playstyle can be faulty. I think it's just a matter of getting used to it, I guess. Too close. Sidon is one of those characters who seems, at first glance, like he'd be so much more of an asshole, but he's actually your best bro. And you just cannot help but smile anytime he's around. And then you see his smile, he just goes like, ding! Ow! Ow! Ding! Ding! Smiling at the enemy does not defeat them. And here I thought I could kill them with kindness.
I did it.
Wait a minute, does... Maybe it does stun him a little bit. It kind of seemed like he was reacting to the glint of his teeth. Huh. I need to experiment more with this. Kamen Rider prefers easy to figure out decks in any card game. The benefit of an easy to figure out deck is if you play an opponent who doesn't already know what your deck does, you don't have to spend all that time explaining it like they do in the anime. Maybe that's why people like to make complicated decks. They want to just feel like they're in the anime. What is that strategy? Well, you see, it recurs to the graveyard, sending this to my hand, and I've sprayed perfume on the backs of the cards, and then I throw a catapult turtle directly into your castle's flotation ring. Yes, this is all legal maneuvers. This is all real things. No, it's not. Maybe I needed more. Yeah, possibly. Maybe I was only at 1 and I needed... I saw I needed 3. I thought I was already at 2. I have 2 now. So I guess I was just at 1. That's the way. Dragon Link survived the end of the Link format. Combo deck uses extra deck to make a huge board. Sounds like green magic to me. Out of all the collectible card games, it's sort of like the era of Toys to Life, right? They're meant to be collectible, and the fear of missing out is what causes people to want all of them. But at the same time, it is fun to collect a lot of them and see what you can do with them. Some IPs survive the test of time. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic are still going today. To be sure. Pokemon card games still going today. Just like Amiibo still are a thing. And Disney Infinity is not a thing. There's a tons of collectible card games that didn't survive the 90s. There was a Digimon card game. I actually don't know if they still have the Digimon card game, do they? I'm curious. I am a little bit regretful. Any of the handful of times where I chose to get Digimon booster packs instead of Pokemon booster packs, just knowing that any one of those times is a possibility that I could have gotten one of those first edition Charizards that go for so much these days. But we'll never know. Digimon card game got a reboot! Nice! Oh yeah, Duel Masters! Didn't that... I think Duel Masters itself died, but then they had a reboot of the anime, and then they came out with a card game based on that too. It's like a very complicated situation. There's like a different version of the Duel Masters game that actually lasted a little bit longer, but then also died. Victory is ours! I'm gonna look it up. I'm curious now. Duel Masters! Duel Masters. The wiki just tells me the anime. Give me the card game. Duel Masters trading card game. Jointly developed by Wizards of the Coast and Takara Tomy, of course. Product was canceled in... I'm not seeing the date where it first got canceled, but it got relaunched in 2012 under the name Kaijudo. That's the one! Kaijudo. And then it got canceled again in 2014. Oh man! I thought Kaijudo was doing well. I thought it was doing well. I told you guys, last time I played Magic was around 2014, 2015. So last I heard, Kaijudo was going strong. Oops. Ooh. You didn't know Duel Masters is an actual card game. You gotta know, anything that came out in the 90s, 2000s, if it was marketable, they had a real-life product of it. Digimon card game Adventure got a reboot. Yeah. I've been hearing people talk about the anime reboot. I know Kamen Rider's been watching a little bit of it, as well as Goku. SS 400. How is that? I heard it was relatively faithful to the original. In which case, it kind of makes me wonder what exactly the reason is to watch it. but I'm sure it's like super high quality now and everything. Origination is a card game. I'm a card game on a motorcycle. You say? What? I've come to the city to bring you a message. Card games on motorcycles. Card games on motorcycles? Card games on motorcycles. Card games on motorbikes. Yeah. Did anybody else have that dual disc that came out that was based literally on the Battle City dual discs that everybody wore? I had it, but it sucked that you couldn't use sleeves with the cards. So by putting your deck in there, you would actively damage it. Oh, that's horrible design. I wish they made a version that worked with sleeves. Ooh, look at that. More Terako. No extreme to extreme. Search parties are going to explore Hyrule, seeking parts to repair Terako. They'll be traveling from the highest peaks to the depths of the desert. Prepare them for the extreme environments. Is that a 5Ds reference? You know it.
Good work!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged reference, most likely. More like.
I finally found what the D stands for in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Don't watch it.
You have Neopets cards. Everything was a card game back in the 90s, to be honest. I bet I could find some just random pieces of cardboard from back then. Ooh, I need some cores. Can I buy? I can buy the cores. Yes. They're a little pricey, but I'll take them. I can only buy one at a time. It's all right. You thought Duel Masters was gonna be the next Yu-Gi-Oh! You tried to keep on top of it. I mean, I heard it was fun. Origination, if I knew you back then, I would have played. I would have played with you. Maybe then I wouldn't have so many bulk Magic the Gathering cards. Here's a tip, don't buy boosters. Buy the cards you need to build the decks you want. It is the only way to not spend fangorious amounts of money. Ooh, research. Oh, it's repeatable. It's one of those repeatable ones. You can just get some ancient parts for free. Nice. I only needed one. Oh, you look at that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Right under our noses. How is it possible that no one thought to scour the Royal Ancient Lab for parts? Until now, that is. The researchers will help you if you find the materials for their work. You wanted one of those card holders but never got one. You know, with the power of technology these days.
Superb.
Actually, just this morning, I bought some 3D printed card holders for Magic the Gathering for Commander. So, in addition to what I said about Commander earlier, you have to take one monster from your deck and designate it as the commander, as sort of like the leader. And the idea is that you always have them available. Even if they die, they just go back to the command zone. And you can recast them again, resummon them again. So people made these little 3D printed trays that hold your commander for when you need to summon it. And it also has like a place to hold dice to represent your life total, representing how much damage you receive from other players as well, how many times you've played your commander. It's so handy. And it only costs $5. 3D printing is, it allows for people to be so creative. I bet you could get 3D printed dual discs. Maybe they won't work as well as the official Hasbro one, but maybe they'll also allow sleeves. Maybe they'll also work with sleeves. Tarako's return. Are there no more Tarako missions? Oh man, I gotta play more regular missions, I guess. The treasure detector. See chest details in battle info. Yes. Yes, please. And a Lizzlefull's hat?
Well done, my friend.
It's a great time to be in 90s, kids. Pokemon anime is fire. Digimon got a reboot. Did Reboot get a reboot? Unfortunately not. Wasn't there an episode of Reboot that had like an Evil Dead parody? A dude with a chainsaw hand? Groovy. I faintly remember that. When they reboot, they should just call it original. You gave the merchant all the monster parts he wanted in exchange for the treasure detecting radar. Now you can see at a glance how much hidden treasure remains. Nice! Recipe for monster stew. You see the skull-like merchant in the middle of battle, but he's too hungry to sell anything, and he has only spices and can't eat those. Bring him some main ingredients to cook with. Meat and crab. Origination's gotta head out. Hey, thank you for coming on by, dude. Always a pleasure to see you. Sleep well, and have a good one. I'll see you soon. Ooh, look at that. It's like the monster curry that they officially had. I mean, I know there's also monster curry. Reboot was gonna have a reboot, but it got stopped in production. Oh, what a missed opportunity. So remember when I told you guys I got that Sonic curry? I think they ended up repackaging the exact same product as Breath of the Wild Monster Curry like they have in the Breath of the Wild game. It's made by the same company. It's made by Bandai. Wow, Bandai makes my Gundams, they also make my food. And it's just, is it blue or is it purple? It's probably the same curry, they just use a different mixture of food coloring. My review, it's one of those pre-made curries. If you read the box, it says Monsuta. Actually, it says, what does it say? Mamon kare? Well, whatever. It's supposed to be the monster curry from Breath of the Wild, and it, if it's anything like the Sonic curry, my review is, it tastes like curry, like Japanese curry, and it's nice that it comes with some potatoes and carrots inside. And it's a little watery, and that's about it. You have to provide your own meat. I applaud this person for taking the hit, and I just realized they have a Hylian Crest spoon and a Master Sword fork. Where can I get those? Oh my goodness, I like that. I like those. Can I have those? Mamon kare. Yeah. Completing the last Terraco mission unlocked the battle mission. Oh, did it? Lionel Mask! Yes, yes, yes! I got 40 frogs. Thank you, people of Akala. I will use them wisely. I will release them into the oceans, where they belong, creating a shift in the natural ecosystem. Like the frogs they brought to Australia. Visiting a special shop. A boy who heard that the Skull-like rumors were true wants to shop at the Fang and Bone, but he's been unable to get monster parts to trade. Help the boy out. Get him some. Yes, yes, yes.
You get the Master Koga seal of approval.
Yeah. He just wanted the fun of going there, so he gave you what he bought for free. Aww. Like a kid going to the card store for the first time, but not actually getting cards that he needed. So, thanks to what you're saying, I unlocked a battle mission? Which one is that? Oh, wait. I did that one. I need to do that one. How many Terraco? I still only have 28. I don't think I did the last one. I think I just need to do other missions to reveal some more. It's still gonna be a long process to revive Egg Boy. Reconstruct Humpty Dumpty. Had a great fall. Increased chances of great success in fusing. Sounds good to me. Goron knows of an ancient blacksmith in Goron history. He was the best. The best! The Goron failed to rediscover the ancient art, but said he got closer in his research due to what you brought him. He gave you a Goron smithing technique. Nice. Now that you know the Skull-like merchant better, he's promised to start offering something new.
Beautiful work.
Pokemon anime is fire. I've heard people who didn't like the new anime, but I haven't watched it, but I feel like I would like it. They're doing this thing where they're traveling to a different region each episode. Like, one episode can take place in Kanto, the next one can take place in Johto, the next one can take place in Hoenn. I like it. They're not tied down to trying to follow the progression of any one game. They're just like, We want to do a story about Dragon Knights. Let's go to the Dragon Cave back in Johto, you know? And that's fun. Like, at this point, Ash has enough Pokemon that can fly, so why not? A frozen solid goddess. As anticipated, the block... Oh, wait. Blessing of the Great Fairies. They've offered to imbue your clothes with protection. Reduce enemy damage 5. Gather what they requested before they change their mind. But I'm working with the fairies.
Good going.
They imbued your clothes with protective magic. Slipping them on, you felt a curious sense of comfort, as if you were being held in a warm embrace. I want hug clothes. That sounds wonderful. Oh, that sounds amazing. Now I feel cold and empty inside because I lack hugging clothes. I want my jackets to embrace me anytime I step outside, even in the coldest of winds. Oh, I want what they have. I want what they have. Looks like we just gotta do more missions then. Well, that's good. I can just focus on doing whatever. Let's do... What is this ice thing? Wait, there was a mission over here where there was a mystery enemy? I want to do that. Yeah, what is this? Hyrule's greatest warrior, huh? What does that mean, I wonder? Recommended level 63. Main enemies are Rivali and Koga and Link. That's an interesting pair. Look what you get! Ooh, you get the Tunic Wild! Yes! Yes, please! Let me level up some peeps, get them ready. Given the characters I have to fight against, I'm gonna bring in Urbosa, Sidon, and Koga. I guess they're my best. I guess they're my best. They're who I have to use. And I need to be level 63? I don't have anybody that high, but I can try to match it. 62. Ash is a Dragonite and a Lucario and a Gengar. Does he use them? Tell me when Ash gets his Butterfree back, then we'll talk. Then I'll truly have faith in the new anime. Reboot. Ganon will never see those 40 frogs coming. Trainer Gino, how's it going? You been enjoying your lurk? Hope you have. Pokemon Journeys. Oh yeah, that's a new one. The fact that he is legitimately a champion, and canonically so, they didn't just forget that. I love that so much. I'm missing Starbits because I used my Starbits over there to get more defense, but that's okay. Hyrule's greatest warrior. Oh, I did not realize we go into one person. Oh no. Oh no. Given that, who's our strongest? Oh, you can't even use Koga for this. Right, because he's one of the enemies. I'm gonna go with an Urbosa.
Right, why not?
As far as characters I know how to use, she's the one who's definitely the most... look at this! Still missing that polygon on her hip. Alrighty.
Can we
Cooking
start
plus.
already?
Money plus. Damage from enemies minus 10. And we good.
Not half bad.
Sprint finally on chapter 6. You go, Sprint. Get that bread. Get those recipes. Get whatever it is you can. Get more missions to do. That's the most important part. So if Ash isn't actually actively working towards any one Pokemon League, who does he fight? Just whoever happens to challenge him? Been loving the lurk. Good to hear, Gina. Good to hear. I'm glad that anyone can enjoy, even if not necessarily actively participating. That's my goal. That's my goal with any stream. He had to use his Pokédex on a Caterpie. I feel like that's even sadder than when he had to use his Pokédex on a Coughing. One of the Pokemon that would harass him every time Team Rocket appeared. Because that means he forgot about Butterfree. Promised that he'll be back someday. Can't even remember the state at which he captured him in. Oh, that is so sad. It's depressing. Ash is gonna fight Leon. Oh, I see. So it is still like, I'm Barbosa, Chief of the Gerudo. Well now, this will be interesting. Just don't expect me to hold back. So it is still kind of based on Sword and Shield, but rather than having him travel through Galar specifically, he's just doing his own thing to train up. I like that that's possible. That's kind of what I wanted out of Pokemon for the past few... Ooh, I need to pay attention. The past few gens. I know that's not how the formula of a Pokemon game goes, but I like the idea that no matter where you train in the world, as long as you get strong Pokemon and make strong bonds with them, then you can fight the champion of an entirely different region. They had ranks based on the Pokeball names. Master Ball was rank. Yep. Like one big competition. Pretty good. See, when other animes have a tournament arc, it tends to be filler, but tournament arc is just what Pokemon is. And that's a good thing. They can focus on having stories within that format. Stop it! You spin? No, I spin. What am I doing on wands? I've got full ice, a couple of fire and lightning. How am I doing on food? Nothing. Be careful. This is the first enemy. From the looks of it, it's a gauntlet. Sorry, I really had to pay attention. You know, I might have been better off using Mifa, because she can heal. I just don't know how to use her. Nope. Very fancy. What a show-off. Rivali! Finally got a ton of missions to sprint. Enjoy him. Are you still using Rivali for your main character right now? Because if you are, you're gonna want to learn at least one new character for cases like this where even if Rivali is your best character, you're not allowed to use him. I wonder. I just realized they're using the team I brought. They're essentially using the team I brought to the final mission. Maybe that's why I can't use Rivali, Koga, or Link. Like, you have to use Link, but I chose Rivali and Koga. Oh, if true, that is sneaky. Discouraging people who like only stuck to one character the entire game. I like to think that's true, but it could just be coincidence. Master Sword is amazing for resource collection. Is it because you fuse certain stuff onto it? Like material up? Material drop rate, rather? You think it's always Rivali and Koga? That's interesting. I wonder what made the developers choose them specifically. You think you already did this? Okay, I wasn't sure. You move so gracefully, even I couldn't keep up. Next time I'll be prepared. Oh shoot, I'm timed. This is the showdown I've been waiting for! Get a load of these moves!
I'll freeze you out.
Freeze! Urbosa, that's not where you want to put the ice. It's not useful. Later. No, you're not.
I'll freeze you out.
I think with Urbosa's Cryonis, if you follow up, even if the ice missed, it'll still hit.
I'm serving up.
I'm just gonna dodge those. It's not worth trying to parry them. Kaboom! You'd prefer a Pokemon World game. You can choose where you start, travel to all the different regions. The gyms would have region locks depending on what Pokemon. I think that would be like the perfect thing to unify all the different regions of Pokemon. Like, the history of all these different regions. The fact that they all exist in the Pokemon world and are all just out there. That is a big untapped resource
I'll freeze you out.
for the Pokemon Company, for Game Freak. Like, people's minds were blown when they realized that you could go to Kanto back in Gen 2. Give them that again, Game Freak. Give them the feeling of, wait, you can go back to everywhere? Don't eat the banana. You're gonna get stomach cramps.
I'll freeze you out.
I might be able to cheese him out. Ba-boom. If it is always Rivali and Koga, I can see Rivali, because he does think highly of himself.
Not that easy.
So if there's like any sort of competition for the strongest warrior in all of Hyrule, whether or not he is, because you know, that's inherently comparing him to the likes of the Great Fairy, Mazkoshia, Deva. But he would definitely be the first to sign up and like insist that he deserves the spot. Koga is a pretty much an anomaly though. Ouch! Yep. Looks like we got 3 minutes to defeat Link. I give up! Please don't scuff the mask! Link has appeared. Oh no. Same energy as Lu Bu has appeared. He's wearing the Tunic of the Wild. Lu Bu has entered the field.
I'll freeze you out.
With Dynasty Warriors actually being based on Romance of the Three Kingdoms stuff. I had a coworker who already knew, like, a lot of the famous figures from that. When I mentioned, like, Lu Bu was one of the most dangerous characters in the game, she didn't understand what I was talking about. Because she only knew him by, like, the actual, like, Chinese pronunciation. You have to say, like, Lu Bu with a specific intonation, or else you're really just saying, Lu Bu! Lu Bu! Not sounding threatening at all. She said it sounded cute, like a baby's name. Aw, who's a little Lu Bu? You are Lu Bu. Link, however, strikes fear into the heart of millions.
I'll freeze you out.
Put you in stasis for 100 years. How do you like that, Link? You know what's really funny? I've been watching Bradderfield learn the Breath of the Wild speedrun lately. And I like the idea that every time a Breath of the Wild speedrunner dies in the very beginning of Breath of the Wild, Zelda and the King have to be like, well, time to put him back in the Chamber of Resurrection, the Shrine of Resurrection. Put him in for another 100 years, we can wait.
I'll freeze you out.
Wrong one. Oh! What sucks is I know there's gonna be a fight after this. Oof. I'm not gonna try to contest it anymore. Why does he get sword beams? He's not at full health. Oh! Your top 3 are all level 70, and you're not even done with the game yet. Oh! I'm gonna try to at least gain access to the next battle, because I want to see who it is. I got 10 seconds! I can't do it. There's no way. Oh! Even if this is... nope, yeah. Even if that's a stagger, there's no way I can deplete his health in time. We gotta come in with a stronger warrior. I'm pretty sure if I picked restart battle, I would have started back at Link. But I'd rather see if I can get a better weapon. Maybe come in with Sidon? I think I've got a pretty good weapon with him. He's got 69 power. Filled an official, thanks for the host. You eat the nasty bowl for 100% rupees every match. I was doing that as soon as I got that bowl for a while. And then I started to get a couple of missions that would kill me. I could have done him with the nasty bowl. But I chose to rather live a little more comfortably and stick with the plus 30% rupees. There was a point where I had way more money than I knew what to do with, and that was when I was doing every mission I could see. Like, I was doing that for the first probably 6 or 7 chapters, but as you can see, after a certain point you unlock so many characters that the number of missions increases exponentially. Maybe not missions, but all the collection ones and all that. All the give you a reward, give you combos ones. Da da da. Da da da. Now let's see.
You!
Sidon's pretty good at attacking 101, I think. So let's try to go with him. If I power up his 69 trident, nice. I can fuse in. Everything without an ability first, so I'm sure. Oh, and I can add one. I've got 2 special attacks on him right now. What should I pop on? Special attack rate. If I see one with strong attack damage, ooh, that's a good one. Because he's got some pretty good strong attacks. Damage per 100 KOs. That's not gonna help me in this specific fight. That's for sure. Yeah, let's do strong attack. Well, then thanks for the alert. And also, no, Chris. What's up? Welcome on in. No, Chris. But where am I? Who am I? I do not exist. Finally caught a stream. Yeah, hope you're doing good. I'm gonna put strong attack damage. Yeah, we're fusing up stuff. We're doing a particularly dicey mission. We have to prove that we're the strongest warrior in all of Hyrule. We're in the post game, so if you care about spoilers, I'm giving that warning. That's the second time somebody told me they got a Jack in the Box chicken sandwich ad. They know who I am. See, I have a deal. I've got a deal with Jack in the Box. They know that Jack in the Box fed me throughout most of high school. That's pretty true, by the way. There was a Jack in the Box right outside my high school, and I used to be part of the tennis team. So every time we had tennis practice, I was pretty hungry right after. So my dad would always take me to the Jack in the Box, and I'd get a sourdough jack every time. Pretty good, pretty good. If any fast food restaurant would sponsor me, like, it wouldn't be KFC, no. Give me Jack in the Box. Give me free sourdough jacks for life. Probably not very healthy, but that's my jam. If you're Aaron from Game Grumps, you're all about that Wendy's. Give me Jack. Give me that Jack.
Your
Sidon.
prince won't let you down.
You better not, Sidon. You better not. This is a Mifa one. No missions for Sidon stuff, huh? Fair. Let's try it again. I'm gonna make one more college try. Give one more college try to this mission. I'm gonna try for a higher attack this time, because I just need to kill them faster. Let's see what food items I need before I buy anything. Oh, yeah. Damage, yes, yes. Damage plus 10. Pretty good, pretty good.
Let's
Yep,
dive
Brooklyn
right in.
Rage. Brooklyn Rage. All stats, but max health minus. Auto revive isn't necessarily the problem, it's just time. I'm gonna do 2 damage plus, and then the plus effectiveness, just straight up damage, pure damage.
Marvelous.
I sound like a character from a cartoon you used to watch. You're not talking about my Joey impression, are you? Sorry, you, but doing this Brooklyn accent is making it hard to focus on card games, you know? Joey, Earth to Joey, you in there, man? It's your move. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Kick Butowski. Why does that sound familiar? Not sure what that is, but it sounds familiar. Maybe just because it sounds like Mike Wazowski. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me, so help me!
Attack!
Ride your salmon into battle, Sidon! Ride! Ow!
Forward. Like that.
It is I, Sidon, Prince of the Zora!
Onward.
You think you stand a chance against me? Ha! Allow me to bring you back to reality. Oof, there goes gravity.
I'm coming.
It's hard to read Sidon's, or it's hard to read Rivali's attacks.
Stay close.
I can't tell when he's winding up. Oh!
Too slow.
I'm just gonna assume he's gonna attack at any moment and dodge anytime I can.
Such potential.
Yeah, baby. It's called iframes, Rivali. Look it up.
Have this.
Hey, I dodged that.
Too close.
I'll take it.
It's time.
Da-da-da. Hope you're doing well, no, Chris. Welcome on in. We had a rousing discussion of different card games earlier. So question of the day, which ones did you play? If any. But yeah, no. If you're as much of a nerd as anybody who chooses to watch me, hopefully I can assume you've at least played Yu-Gi-Oh! The Pokemon trading card game. I do not like how much damage I've already taken just from Rivali. I need to pay at least a little bit more attention.
Ready?
That's the downside of... The downside of Sidon. I'm gonna play it a little more careful. Because his strong attack does not give him iframes by itself, and it does take a bit of time. So, Soft-spoken, how you doing, Celeste?
Be possible.
Welcome on in. I'm a giant fish man. I smile for you. Ha! Whatever it is in life, you can do it! He believes in you. That's what Sidon does. That's who he is. He's that encouraging big bro. Ah. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been having a good night. We're talking about nerdy card games. Ba-boom.
Like so. Like this, correct?
I love Sidon's Magnesis so much. He's got the fishing pole and everything. He uses his trident like a fishing pole, basically.
Powers within. Have this. I won't stand for it.
Yeah, hope you're doing good.
I must not fail.
You missed it earlier. I broke out my old Yu-Gi-Oh deck for the chat. I don't like to think of it as old because I bought it after taking a break from Yu-Gi-Oh for many years. But then that's also like 4 years ago. It was competitive at the time, and I think it might still be competitive, I hope. But yeah. Now is as good a time as ever to look through your old Pokemon card collections. Maybe there's something that you didn't know gained value. You never know. You never know.
Such potential.
That's potential. 4, 5, 6. Now this. We're having a much better time against Koga. I can tell when he's about to attack. He telegraphs you more than... I could make some sort of historical reference, but I don't know who uses the telegraph. He telegrams you more than Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, hang on. This way.
Shark fin slap! Freeze! You wish you kept your Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards. To be honest, of any of the actual old ones that would have accrued in value, I don't know where they are. Wah! Where are my minions when I need them? We are doing way better with Sidon. So what happens when... I was gonna say when I use a character I know Ambrosa. I just know she doesn't do as much DPS as I would have hoped. Okay, we're doing this. We're taking this one safe. It's hard because Sidon is so big, he kind of covers Link. But I can't really see him. Ah, shoot. Ah! Stop it! I tried to dodge sideways. I gotta look very closely.
This way.
This should do it! Yeah. We're having a fun time in the post-game Age of Calamity. Like, this game is great. I've been wanting to check out other Dynasty Warrior games because of it. I've got several. I think I might have a digital... Shoot. Okay, we're using it. I wanted to save it for whatever comes next, but I can't afford to risk it. Link be cold! And this time he's wearing clothes. Come on, come on, come on! Sprint has too many Warriors games. You be down to play? Which ones are multiplayer online? I'm curious. I'm assuming at least some are, just not the Nintendo ones. We got this one in the bag, as long as I don't die.
This way. Attack.
Alright, we're gonna cheese it.
Be gone.
We'll wait for him to enter a state of stagger, and then I'm gonna freeze him. Ooh, that one does a lot! Hey, stop it.
Such power.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Get some!
It's time.
Fork you! Fork you. I'm using forks. Sorry, Link. I didn't mean to curse. Who is this? Who is this mysterious extra Harbinger? Oh, you get the... We're fighting the big old anti-egg. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, I only beat him through cheese last time. Maybe it's okay. Maybe we're fine. We're doing a lot of damage. Well, I wasn't anticipating this. I also didn't think they'd gray out the character again. Egg. Ooh. Since we already fought him once. Yep.
Like that.
Like this. Like that. Oh!
Freeze.
I'm cheesing it. I'm cheesing it. I got all these wands. Gotta use them.
Powers that be.
Lock onto him, dude. I don't want to get...
Stand down.
Gonna do everything we can to cheese him.
I won't
Special
stand for
attack?
it.
More wands?
I must not
This has
fail.
gotta be enough. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Have this.
Halfway done? More wand?
Freeze.
Doesn't stand a chance. Oh, this has gotta be it. Finish him off.
Ready?
Die! Huzzah! Victory is ours. I'm a cheesy fish, yeah. Cheesy fish, cheesy fish, Smell that Gouda, baby. I'm so. I want to say I'm happy. I want to say I'm satisfied. I feel like I didn't do it cool enough for stream. I feel like a big old babu. It's okay. It's okay. The game still rewarded me. Cap at the wild, Tune hit the wild. Finally, Link has short shorts. Ooh, wears short shorts? Link wears short shorts. The only pants that I will let Link wear without any more opposition from me. This is why he goes so much of the game naked. He thinks that no other garb is worthy to touch his supple skin, newly regenerated. Smooth as a baby's bottom because he just got brand new skin from the Shrine of Resurrection. You don't know what state Link got put into the Shrine of Resurrection in. Well, technically in this game he was never, so that theory went out the window. But when somebody plays Breath of the Wild for the first time, Link, he's trying out his brand new skin, brand new bones. You know what they brought to the Shrine of Resurrection? It was just like a severed head. Oh, ew. That's why it took 100 years. Takes a lot of time to make a Link. It's always Lionel trophies. Always Lionel trophies. I don't need to gain ability to increase max weapon level because we already did that once and I still have not maxed out any weapons. I think for now... Okay, I think for now... I will call it for the stream. I didn't unlock Dark Egg, did I? I would so love to play as him, though. Look at that. Yeah, I wish. But regardless, I think we call it there. We had a nice conversation about card games, motorcycles, all that good stuff. I want to end it off early because this week I'm taking it easy. But yeah, I've said it before. Watch out for the rest of the week for more Yakuza. Potentially a Smash Night stream because maybe Sephiroth is coming out on Thursday, the 17th. They said that's when Sakurai's gonna show off Sephiroth, and knowing him, he might do a thing where, oh, available later today. Even if it's not, we know Sephiroth is coming this month because they said so in the reveal trailer. They said December 2020. So if not then soon. And yeah, on Friday, watch out for Christmas game grab bag. I am still looking for Christmas games to play. I'm gonna make a whole collection of them, and we're just rapid fire, back to back. Get into the holiday spirit, you know? And yes, if I can't think of anything else, then Elf Bowling. It's only fair. It's only fair. It is the rite of passage of every streamer to play Elf Bowling. Yeah. Yeah. Almost all after Dragon Warrior were multiplayer online. Ooh. All right, Sprint. I'll let you know when I get one. I'll let you know if I get any of them. Maybe I can somehow get PSC Parsec to work and we can Gundam Muso. If it's got local multiplayer, then I think any adapter I get for the Switch might also work for the PS3. I need to look into it. Anything that can use an Xbox 360 controller, with adapter or with not, can use this adapter I'm thinking of using with Parsec. But as far as I know, it's only been confirmed to work with PS4, maybe? Switch confirmed, Xbox confirmed. So yeah, technology is amazing these days. Super amazing. Yeah, Gundam Warriors was your favorite. Oh yeah? Well, I too got Gundam Warriors 1. I got the physical copy of it. It's waiting. But yeah, we'll find somebody to raid, so everybody have a good night. Still Soft-Spoken, have a good night. Sprint, Kamen Rider, thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, Nuiki, thanks for the chicken attack. Ooh! It's not automatic on this screen. And yeah. I can do the spiel. Everybody, thanks for being here. Let's see if there's any art. If you ever have any inspired by the chickadee nature of the stream, post it to the stream art section of the Discord or tweet it at me and I'll post it up. Doesn't seem like there's any. So, as always, if you haven't already, give me a follow on Twitch to catch me live next time I play this or any other game. And there's the YouTube channel for past videos. There's Twitter, Discord. If you want to hang out, get updates, and all that good stuff. And if not, have a good night. If you're going to sleep, have a good night. Thanks for being here. And stay clucky. Stay clucky. Yeah.